this Miro board. Now it is it's twice as large as last night.
Oh,
so this might be a fucking long call. As you can see, it goes on and on and on. We're starting with a test to break the ice, get us warmed up. Then at the end, we have a nice long test as well to go through, some role plays to practice. In between, a disgusting amount of human psychology, CIA manipulation tactics that you can use and implement into sales calls. Things that I do without knowing, because it's been ingrained into me by sales trainers over the course of many years. Basically, every single thing that I could think of laid out in here. On top of that, every single person's sales call that you have sent me in the last, let's say, 30 days has been uploaded into Claude AI, and everything that we've built today has been specifically designed according to what everyone needs help with. We've got a few people that are requesting to be admitted. We'll get them in, and we'll get started. Now, let's look at the first one, boys, which is how good are we? You know, a lot of people have an offset perception of how good they really are at sales, and what even is being good at sales. What does that even mean? So we're going to go through this step by step. We're going to look at a few different things that for a lot of people have stumbled this week. And I'm going to start by just picking on someone. Now, because Harry's not at his table, let's see who's there. Harry, you there? Run back. Sprint back to your... Ah, there he is.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just doing a check-in call with my sales call in an hour. But yeah.
Tut. Unbelievable. All right, Harry. It's going to be the start of a sales call. And we're going to open this up. You're going to start doing discovery questions. And then I'm going to give you an objection. And I just want to see what you say to it, all right? So just ask me one of the discovery questions. You just start the sales call.
Yeah, man. So tell me, what's the biggest problem in the business at the moment?
There's not really one, but can we maybe just get to the price?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I can't exactly give you a price because I haven't even asked any questions about your business. I've got no clue on it.
Okay,
it's
stop. I see where you're going with that one. Nice. Luca, you're up next.
Yo.
All right.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, I guess my first question would just be to see where you're at with things. How many estimates are you doing right now each month?
Maybe 10 or 20, but I was just wondering, can we potentially just get to the price?
No, we won't do that, right? Because I've done this so many times before. There's so many people who want to get to the price, right? And I've been that person before. And if I tell you the price straight away, you won't know what we offer, and you're gonna think it's outrageous because you don't know how good our stuff is, right? So I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna go through it, and I'm gonna explain how good it is.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So what you did right there that Harry potentially messed up on. Harry was going down the right path, bang on. Like he was gonna do the whole thing of, well, you wouldn't just walk into someone's house and say, oh, the price is this for the roof. Like they need a fucking proper price, don't they? A proper estimate, which is perfect. But Harry said yes. He said the word yes when he really meant no. What Luca did was he said no. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do it properly. I need to figure out where you're at, and then we'll go through the numbers.
Okay.
And then you let them say something. You go quiet. Because it's your fucking sales call. So that's the first one. A lot of you guys have been battered by that one. Now, here's a very, 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 very common one, which is pain creation. You guys fucking tell me this guy didn't have pain. He didn't have pain on the sales call. Now, he just didn't need us. There was no need. I couldn't find a gap. Yeah, well, that's the point of fucking sales. The point of sales is to create a gap that didn't already exist or to leverage one that does exist. So I'll give you an example, right? Let's say a prospect jumped on that sales call. You guys were just opening up the fucking call. Everything's going great. Everything's going great with the business. Now let's go back to Harry. Redemption time. Redemption time. I saw you looking down at something. You got to lock in, G. All right, Harry. So let's see. Yeah, just open the discovery.
Yeah, so how many jobs are you guys currently doing a month at the moment?
Yeah, quite a lot actually. Like maybe five large size jobs.
5 large size. Is that normal for you?
We're going to stop there, and I'll tell you the reason why. Harry's fucking nailed it already. Did you see his facial expressions? If everyone was paying attention, we would have seen him go, is that normal for you? Like it's below his expectation, below his standard. What you have to do here is put them in a frame. We're going to talk about what Harry just did is literally a CIA level fucking manipulation technique of making people fall into frame. All right. So we will go into that and why it psychologically works. But Harry literally did it perfectly. Instead of like you creating pain, he's saying it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but fine for you. Like, what do you mean? I have guys that are doing 10 a month, 15 a month. Did you see that news article we put on the page of that contractor Mark down the road who did 50K in 1 week? You guys are doing 5. So yeah, what do you want to do about that? You see what I mean? So we've created a pain, a fear of missing out. The guy's already doing better than him. So that's a perfect example. Let's see what else we got. The approval frame. Harry just did that too. This is a frame that you want to put someone in the second you get on the fucking call. Otherwise, when you get to objection handling, and no, like no matter what you say, it will not work. You ever tried that before, guys? Where you've been on a fucking sales call, you're objection handling, and it gets nowhere. You're just doing it for the sake of it to sound cool, to sound clever. It doesn't fucking work. Still, same objection, they jump off the call, they hang up, something like that. I'll tell you the reason why that happens. In order for a human being to take the actual action that you want them to take, they have to be in an approval frame, meaning they want you to give approval. So you have to be the type of person that gets approval. So these guys jump on the sales call, they want to be, it's a human need to be getting approval from you. Yes, yeah, this is great. My clients are doing this. My clients are already doing that. Great. You're already off to a good start. So what we're secretly doing throughout the whole call, which Harry just did now, is making them approve to us. Is that normal for you guys? You know, he's now going to give me reason why. Yeah, but we also get referrals. He'll say some other big bullshit to probably big himself up. All right, so that was an important one as well. The next thing that I guess we don't talk about too much is owning the fucking sales call. Right? Owning the call, it's your call. A lot of you guys seem like, when I listen to the call recordings, I can hear it in the tonality. This contract is kind of running the fucking show, but I don't know why. It's almost like you guys haven't done this a million times before. It needs to be your fucking playing ground. You need to be the one showing around. Imagine you're a real estate guy and you've just walked into the property. You are the one leading through every fucking room. The real estate guy that lets the client just walk around the fucking house willy-nilly loses the sale. That's not how a pitch works. So the second someone comes on that call, A-type personality or whatever it is, and tries to dictate the direction of the call, you need to stop it where it is and push it in the right fucking direction. All right? Let's go through this. Okay, so we just covered it now, which is the impatient grab. This is where they try and take control of the fucking call. I'm busy. Can we just get straight to it? Well, listen, no. And if you are incredibly busy now, I need to go through this with you properly. You've got 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or is that kind of get too fine? Again, tonality. Do you see downward deflections, not upward deflections in my tone? That's very, very important. Upwards deflections are what women use. Sounds good. Great. Like this fucking high-pitched little weasel, right? We do downwards deflections. You need to, and I've listened to sales calls. I'm not saying this for the sake of it. A lot of people are fucking doing it. Like downwards deflections in your voice makes them feel like, I can boss this guy around. Subconsciously, they've already fucking realized that. And you're probably sitting there in the KYC or the discovery, whatever you want to call it, and you'll come back to me and say, Jack, I just didn't get anything from them. I got nothing from them. Of course you didn't, because they're just passively listening. They don't feel like they need to pay attention to you. Whereas everyone in this call right now probably to some degree feels like they need to pay attention because they could be picked on at any moment. That's the point. You see, what I'm trying to display is exactly what you do on a sales call. They need to be engaged because that next question's coming and it is going to be exactly about what it needs, like they're showing you. Now, here's another thing as well. My client won't tell me shit. I'm on the sales call. He won't fucking give me the answer. Won't give me the truth. Won't give me the problem. That's the defense. That's the wall that we need to bring down. It's very easy to do. If your client's giving you dumbass answers, we're going to do it right now, but we're going to pick someone else. And we're going to see how they handle them because Harry and Luca did great. Now, let's see. Anybody else fancy it? Put your hand up. Let's see who wants this one. It's actually quite an easy one. Nicholas, let's have it, brother. So you're going to ask me a simple question like, how are things going with the business overall at the moment? Something very fucking general.
Okay, Jack. So I'm just curious, man. So how are you doing with the business so far?
Fine.
Okay. Are you looking to expand at all? Or, I mean, I just want to understand, like, what made you want to jump on the call today?
Nothing really. Just saw what you guys were doing and just wanted to hear it out.
Okay. I mean, you wouldn't be on this call if you wanted less work, right? So let me just understand, like, what is it that you're looking for? Because I'm not here to waste your time as much as I don't want to waste mine. So is there anything that I can help you with?
Okay, so here's the problem with that, right? Is that we've got them on the call. We're responsible for getting them on the call. The answer to why you here is you told me to join the call. He called me out my fucking day, texted me out my day. So that in that specific situation, no, it wouldn't work with like cold outreach. With ads, potentially that would work, that type of objection handle. Because there's no real pain there, or at least they won't tell you it. Let's see. Let's try Matty next. A good go as well. Let's have Matty see what he's got up for the defensive wall.
Okay.
Alrighty. Yeah, just ask me how things are going overall.
Yes, Jack. I mean, how are things going overall with your business, stuff like that?
Yeah, fine.
Fine. What does fine look like to you, man? I mean, we've had a couple of companies here. I'm curious.
Yes. 10 out of 10. That's it. That was all you needed to say is, what the fuck does fine mean? Swear at them. Call them out on their bullshit. That's putting them in your frame. Is what does fine mean? Come on, it's like talking to a wall here. What do you mean fine? What does that mean? That's exactly what you could say. Terms like that. So Matty fucking nailed that. Well done. All right, cool. Let's move to this. You guys might have had this, might not have had this. It's called a consulting pivot. I get it all the fucking time, as you can imagine. They'll do this on the call. Probably it could be towards the end of the discovery, once you've built trust, right? And genuinely had this a lot in the past when we were just selling over the phone. And they would literally start asking you questions midway through the discovery, right? So I might be saying, wait, so you guys tried meta ads? Yeah, and these guys did this, and this. What do you guys do? How do you guys do it? Yeah, good question. We're going to go over that properly, but I just need to be careful here. Like, when you say they did this, and you got this quality of lead, what does that even mean? What quality? What are we talking about there? I've redirected the call. And there's a technique that I've written out down below, which I'm going to teach you, an acronym that you can literally use to put your sales call back on track. Okay, cool. And here's another one, which is the non-decision maker. We've all been there, done that, right? You jump on the fucking call, and they're using it usually as a shield. It's always a shield, right? If they bring it up, right? Yeah, I'm just doing some research. My main business partner, he owns the business. All right, cool. Well, listen, like I'm not mainly here to be someone that helps with research. I'm more to help people with action. So, like, when can I talk to him and you together so that we can actually move this forward quickly? I don't really want to just pitch it to you. You repitch it to him. He repitches it to his wife, and then by the time it gets to the end, like, even the dog doesn't understand what we're doing. Haha, funny, right? So it's about making them see that this is ridiculous unless the owner's on the call. In many, many cases, and I mean this, 70% of the time when we say that, they literally patch in the owner, and the owner will listen. And that gives you a choice of potentially pushing for that one call close, and then you leverage the two people together to get the fucking sale. One other one here is the past trauma interrupt. Now, this happens a lot, like a fucking lot, where you can hear even from the beginning. And I listen to your guys' call, and you ignore it. And you ignore it and then wonder why your sale didn't close. Again, everything on here is built by Claude. It comes from every fucking sales call that you sent me, okay? So let's talk about this. Let's have a practice of this. Again, I'm not going to teach you how to do it yet. The learning comes after this. This is to assess where people are at. Let's go with someone else. Who feels brave? Let's see your hand go up.
I wanted to try something, but like I've never tried it before.
Okay.
I was watching a YouTube video on this one the other day.
Let's get creative then. Okay, Harry, it's in the middle of the discovery. You're probably going to ask me something like, yeah, what do you guys want to do with the business in the next 6 months? All right, just ask me something like that. Anything. Some sort of discovery question, and I'm going to bring up some trauma.
Bro, this could go so shit. I don't even remember what it fully is.
It's fine, bro. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, where do you want to go with the business in the next 6 months?
We just want to work with a fucking company that doesn't rip us off and actually get what they sell us. That's what we want for the next 6 months.
Yeah, I got you. And the thing is, right, have you ever like been in a relationship before, like when you were younger, back in college?
Yes.
Okay. And did it not work out? Like, did she cheat on you?
No, but it just didn't work out. Yeah, sure.
Bro, I saw this thing where you like say that, and you'll be like, basically, well,
I know what you're doing, yeah.
That didn't work, but like, you still want to find out and see what's out there. You still want a girlfriend. And then you like fucking basically say some shit like, well, the thing is, like, I get that it didn't work that time, but this time it can.
Here's a better one, Harry. Like, brilliant fucking one that you brought up there, and I'll tell you the reason why it's great. Is because if you bought a lot of trust, it's funny. And I've used it before. I have actually used it successfully before. The reason it doesn't work towards the front of the call, which is where we're at right now, is it's too personal.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I know.
Who I am. You want to turn it back to the business. All right, cool. So listen, you've been burnt before by a marketing company. You're going to let them take your money and your ability to move forward with someone that can help. Both or one? Yeah,
that's what I was going to say originally, but I wanted to try the new one.
For sure. Let's see what Luca thinks. Still on mute, bro. You are on mute. Sure, what you're saying is great, though.
Yeah. I was just gonna try something like whatever you say. Yeah, we had an agency last year did absolutely dog shit. I was gonna ask, what exactly does that mean? What did they do? Clarify
Yeah,
first.
there you go. Open up a little bit more. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, okay.
That's good as well.
After that, where would I go into? Sorry, just so I can understand.
After you've gone through, they've trauma dumped, then you've got a pre-handle. All right, cool. Are we going to let these guys that were dickheads to you be the reason why you've lost money and not move forward with us? Or is it going to be separate to the decision today? Yeah, it'll be separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Straight off the bat, the thing saying that are you gonna let them not allow you to go forwards? And
exactly, you humanize that shit. Let these.
Do you say that straight off the bat?
Yeah, for
or
sure.
Do you do what Luca did and ask? Yeah. So what's wrong with them?
What Luca asked, I will just go straight into the handle.
What is the exact handle? Sorry.
Yeah, we would literally just say, okay, cool. Are we going to let these guys that fucked you off before take your $6,000 and your ability to move forward with someone that could actually help you, or just take the $6,000? Which one?
Yeah. And what if they say something like, "Yeah, but how are you guys going to prove it to me? I don't trust you guys," or something like that?
Wait and see. Sit back, get some popcorn. We're about to go through a shitload of good stuff, Mr. Customer. By the end, if you don't trust me, it's fine, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's like, I ain't going to cry about it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Cool. All right, bet. Put into Claude, digested with Jack's team. Yeah, exactly. Right, cool. So we've also got something called the ARC method, which is really important to remember. If you're ever in a bit of a corner in a sales call, they bring up some shit and it's not going in the direction you wanted to go, ARC on their ass. Acknowledge, redirect, control. Acknowledge, yeah, sure, I get that. Makes sense. Dickhead company, marketing company, I've been ripped off before. My own fucking business partner ripped me off before. You probably wouldn't say that to them, that's a bit scary. And then redirect is really simple. But listen, that's not going to control our decision today. Instead, we need to be looking at what your competition's already doing and preparing for that. So let's look at, and now we're moving to control, this, and this, and this to get you guys ahead. Because I've already done research on new competitors, and I know an exact way that this other company that ripped you off before and fucked you out of 6K, they didn't do. I've already researched it. So you're basically pretending you're already fully researched ahead of the game. Anyway, we don't really go over these because you guys have already done like a live practice, but just to kind of summarize it, just give me a price, you need to hold like your fucking ground, unfazed professional. No. We're already doing well. What do you mean? What do you mean doing well? What does that mean? Curious, non-judgmental, just a bit like, what the fuck? I'm confused. What does well mean? Well, as in what you can eat tonight, or like, what does that mean? Anyway, moving on to the next topic up here, and as you can see, we have a fuck ton, so we're moving at Godspeed tonight. This is what I call a value bomb. It's what I've used in ads, it's what I've used in YouTube videos, mainly because value bombs just make people go, what the fuck? So much information all at once. But there are a lot of value in here that we're going to dip into more detail coming up very, very soon. Let's start with this, right? There are a few things about sales that people simply do not tell you. Most people lose the deals not because of a fucking pitch. Okay? Instead of working on that pitch, why don't you work on something else that actually matters? A lot of the time, the first biggest important thing is the person who needs the meeting the most loses it. All right? Or the guy that needs it the least controls it. That's very important. Think about this. If any of you currently now are in a sticky position, you think, fuck, I need to close a sale here. I need to close a fucking sale. Like, damn, I've been running these ads, like nothing's closing. You rip an SMS, I've got these setters needing money. And you become stressed, you get in this downward spiral. Guess what? You are now the person that needs that sale. Human beings have a fantastic radar on them. They know when someone is, I guess, not with the right thoughts in mind. I want his money, instead of, all right, let's see if we can help him. See if we can help him. See if he's going to be a good client. So you need to be that client. You need to be that guy going to the sales call that no matter what, you dissociate from the outside and you just lock into this one sales call. Think to yourself, what would I do on this sales call if I already had multiple clients? What if this guy was just an extra fucking number, extra bit of hassle? Next one is no is not the end. Silence after no is the beginning. I'm going to talk about this later on in the video as well. We've already done one example of using no, which is in the discovery. We'll just skip to the numbers. No, we're going to do this properly. Or Silence at the close. It's too expensive. I'll just go make a tea. I'll like fucking walk off, drink my tea or something. Like genuinely, the first time around they give you an objection. Just it's too expensive, and then walk off, go make a fucking tea or just do whatever. Move around, make them not feel stressed. Because the second you're sitting there like this, getting up your objection handle script like a retard, they feel it and they know it. Oh, here we go. Here he comes with the fucking special words and analogies. They don't like it, right? The other one as well is, we're going to skip past 3 because I don't like it. When I made this, I fucking detested 3, but it takes so long to change all of them. Number 4 is the I need to think about it has never once meant I need to actually fucking think about it. It's so funny, like a lot of people in here leave a call and I will genuinely in their EOD say, what was the objection? Say they need to think about it. Like I'll text them this on WhatsApp. I'll say, do you know why? What was behind think about it? And they'll literally say no. And this would be 3 calls consecutively. I know that a huge amount of people on this fucking call are leaving sales calls without even knowing why. Genuinely without knowing why. There gets to a point on your sales calls that you just go, I need fucking feedback now. I need my closer to tell me, what am I doing wrong? Not my closer, the person on the sales call, what are you doing wrong? So that's where the genuine questions come from. You actually trying to figure out, right, hang on, why are you not moving forward? I genuinely don't get it. Being that, I guess, genuine person who's trying to figure it out, you're more likely to get an answer. Next one as well, people don't buy the best option, they buy the safest feeling. This is a human need. We're going to go through the list of human needs very, very shortly so that you can actually tap into them. So if you're jumping on a sales call, you know, how can I actually manipulate someone? How do we manipulate someone? We do it by understanding their psychological and physical needs as a human being and then aligning our service with that. So that feeling safe is a human physical and psychological need. It's both. It ticks both boxes. The other one as well, this comes to when we're closing. Most salespeople talk themselves out of deals they've already run. Let's think of a few people. Harry does it. Ben.
I do it.
Yeah, you do it. Luca a little bit. Seb, boy. Oh yeah, Seb does it too. Who else? I think there's a few other people in here as well. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. A lot of people.
I don't think I've said many calls with you, Jack.
Have you not?
I don't think so. I don't think. Yeah, maybe someone else.
Okay, maybe. You need to be sending me fucking sales calls. I need
no,
to.
Selling calls. I think maybe.
Oh shit! Is that it? Okay, I'm with you. Cool. I guess the thing with that is, right, actually, this is a good point to make. Even on setting calls, even on closing calls, what do salespeople do? They over-explain. What if your objective on these setting calls was to say as little words as possible? Who would you start sounding like? You start sounding like a friend. You start sounding like a guy that really just doesn't need to explain himself. People that don't need to explain themselves probably have nothing to hide. Isn't that funny, right? Think of it. It's like it's reverse. If they sit there going, oh, yeah, we're a great company and we're this and that, say the price and shut up. Yeah, literally. This is the point. You literally just want to, like, do whatever you want to say whatever you want to say on the fucking calls. It's your call. You don't need to use a shitload of words and explanations. Status is really simple, right? There's a few guys in the group, when I was looking at their videos, the background was great, like fucking brilliant. Really cool backgrounds, really high status, either a restaurant, a cool fucking building. And then there's also another half of the group who literally look like a child in their fucking house. And I get it, like, I genuinely get it. But if you're joining a sales call, you've got to try something else. You've got to add something to the fucking call. Something else in the background. You've got to wear something different, making you look like you're a higher status individual, not some guy crawling around in a fucking garden shed. So that is a large amount of people in here. You've got to have a decent background, a decent story. Make it fucking up. Make it up. Yeah, I'm in Spain this week. Been traveling the last 2 days. Or some bullshit like that. Yeah, we just flew in from Dubai. Like, build that fucking credibility from the second you step onto that call, because it genuinely is going to help. What is something that's coming out of my voice right now until I ask you? Harry. In my tone, what do you hear?
Certainty, like it says there.
Okay, cool. Okay. Exactly. And certainty is aura. Bruce said aura. Holy shit. That's the funniest shit ever. But yeah, and whatever you want to call it, like, that certainty is what helps people believe or understand. Because if you're not certain in what you're saying, trust me, they will not be able to fucking buy. An unsure buyer is someone that will never fucking buy. Never. The other thing, which is kind of a common misbelief is people will say to me, this guy didn't have pain. Maybe you have fucking pain. Everyone's got pain. Aspirations, you got something. What level do you want to be at? You want to be the next level, right? You want to be at what, 50K a month, 100K a month, something else? A Lamborghini. You want to start software and live in the fucking countryside, never be heard of again. Like, everyone has something they fucking want but can't get. And you need to figure that out. That's the whole point. It's not about finding, oh, what agony are you in right now. No, you find that light bruise and you push it really fucking hard. Another way of creating pain and manufacturing that it's not even fucking real, you make it up in their brain, is to make them feel like they're at a level well below all their competition. Make their perceived value decrease in their own brain. Make them think, what the fuck am I? What even am I? I thought it was great. I tell my family and kids, we have a really successful business, but I compare myself. This guy on the call just showed me 3 other competitors running Facebook ads. You just looked in the Facebook ad library, you banged out a few creatives. Yeah, these are 3 guys doing 50 grand a week. And, you're doing 50 grand a month. This guy now feels pain that didn't exist before. The other thing as well, which is calling out contradictions, so fucking important. It's more about compliance tests. This is, again, going back into human psychology, which we will discuss a little bit later on, is to make a human being compliant, it takes consistent attempts, consistent, repetitive fucking attempts. It's like you guys in the group, right? You make common mistakes, repetitive mistakes. It takes me fucking calling you out 40 times over for it to then click and you go, all right, this is getting uncomfortable now. Starting to not like how harsh Jack's getting with the feedback. And then it clicks and you fucking learn, right? So the point of the contradictions, let me give you an example, is they might say, oh yeah, well, we've tried a couple, but we didn't really fancy looking for anything for the last 3 months. We've just been burnt so much and growth's been hard. Say to them, like, you're telling me 3 whole months have gone by and you've not tried a thing. Just like that. Did you hear the tone? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people on the call don't have the fucking balls to say that. You're scared, like, oh, is that too much? Is that too harsh to say? Like, no, it's not. It's really not. Because that contradiction starts gently making them into that compliance frame of they have to just follow what you're fucking saying. You've put all of their psychologies into the direction you want them to be. So then when it comes to the sales call, and you say to them, all right, so David, what do you think is the smartest decision here? And be honest with me. Like, what do we really need to do to move the needle? That's now putting a compliant person in a compliance test. They're going to say yes. So by creating this frame here and understanding this one fucking principle, your objection handling is going to be much easier. All right? Let's see what else in here. Story they remember is not your pitch. All right, this is one as well. Influence, right? I don't share a huge amount of this, but it's something that I say myself on almost every single call is this. Oh yeah, well, we've got a guy, Mark, actually in Texas, just north of you guys, a few hours. It's so funny, and I'll laugh. This guy just got fucking recognized walking into a coffee shop. They said, oh, you're the roofing guy. Every human being, regardless of whether you're willing to admit it or not, they just love to be in the fucking limelight, just a little bit. They like to be recognized, whether it's by family, friends, society. They like to be recognized. They like to be important. Every man in particular wants to be important. They want to have something that's recognized. When you start selling this fucking dream here, it doesn't matter if they have pain, brother. If they want this enough, trust me, you've attached that feeling, again, going back to human needs, that feeling of being successful to your company. Brother, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter what you fucking pitch them at this point. You've shown them, hey, listen, you like influence? I've got influence. You're thirsty? I've got water too. Right? It's on the same level. Something to go over here too that I've recognized amongst some of the best closers we personally have is the call talk time is one of the biggest things I ever fucking look at. My talk time for this call is going to be 90%, right? I'm going to try and engage you guys a little bit more when we get to certain stages, just because that's what you're meant to do. But in these fucking sales calls, your prospects should be talking more than half of the time. The only bit you're talking is pitching. You need to really open that fucking door, let it swing on its hinges, and see, right, how can I get this guy to keep fucking talking? There was one time in sales, probably 4 or 5 years ago, when I really learned a huge lesson, which was I was set one objective, and it was to see how long I could make my discoveries. And genuinely, what happened as a byproduct of that, me just trying to see, fuck, what question can I ask? What extra question? I'm going to get more from this guy. Is I close more sales, right? Close a fuck ton more sales. So that was a really important thing to understand. The rest of these things are quite simple. I don't think I would need to go over any of these. No is the first step. Sales is not a skill, reflection of how you believe. Yeah, that's also very, very true. It's very, very true. So when it comes to sales, boys, if you genuinely believe, and good question, Luca, we'll come to that right now. If you genuinely believe in what you're selling, and I know there are people in here that do not believe in what they're selling, I know that is a fact. Motherfuckers don't believe in your shit. You don't, because you haven't had proof of concept yet. You do not have full certainty that you can get them results. You really don't. There's a lot of people in here, and you need to start fucking believing that. Because if you genuinely used me as a full resource 24/7, you really tried in the ads, and I forget who it was. There was someone in here that produced some of the best fucking ads I've ever seen. I think it was Ramiz last night, with the drone flying around. This guy thought outside of the fucking box. I can't remember exactly who it was. Thought outside of the box. And I looked at his client service delivery ads, and I thought, Jesus Christ, that's good. Like, levels above the average person in this group. And you know what? It was all CapCut, nothing special. He just thought a little bit outside of the box. And now I can tell you straight, he will be believing in this product more than you right now. So do what you need to do to start believing more. But anyway, let's tie back into Luca's question. Luca said, how do we get the prospect talking more? Let's practice that. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Get me talking more. Whenever you're ready, Luca.
Okay. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I mean, where you at with things right now is in estimates per month. How many are you doing?
Feeling like maybe 15, 20 estimates a month.
15, 20? And are you closing out of those? How many?
Oh, we close 50%, 60%, something like that.
Okay. Is that your worst period in time, or have you been doing better during the summer? Is that just a winter thing? What is that?
That's kind of like an average month. Just over the last few months, it's been the same.
Okay. You willing to take on more work then?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
What would be the exact specifics and extra work that you would actually be willing to take on? What kind of work?
Like mainly bathroom remodels.
What the fuck does that mean? I mean, there's loads of types, right? Tell me more.
Yeah, so we do primarily like 25 grand baths. Sometimes we add in kitchens, but like baths is our primary source. Then we target like higher end zip codes, people that are just better quality, higher income. We want to go after them primarily, but yeah, just baths.
Okay. And saying there was no limit to how many jobs you could get, you let me know, like, how many people do you actually have to complete the jobs we send you? Like, tell me the specifics, how many crews, everything.
Oh yeah, very good. So you've given me almost like a task to do there, which is to give you a full overview of the business. So one thing you did well is you just made a joke. You're like, come on, dude, you're like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm forced to then tell you more and more information. Programming my brain loop to keep giving you more and more information, the more questions you ask. So perfect fucking example of how you get someone to keep talking. The other thing to do, there are 2 tones in sales you need to be good at: curiosity and concern. If you have a curious tone, your client will keep talking.
Okay. It's kind of like the wall, the
confused.
Yeah. Okay. So is it kind of like the wall, like where they don't want to tell you shit, and you just gotta like?
It's not the wall, right? It's just I'm like, how do I put it? Like I'm not the guy that will just sit on a call and go, oh, blah blah blah, and talk about myself for 45 fucking minutes, right? Okay. I need to be open up. I need to feel like, all right, I need to. The guy wants me to fucking talk.
Okay.
Partner, wife, son. How to avoid this? Prospect always needs to talk to partner, wife, son. Pre-handle it at the start. I don't want to talk about it, think about it, jump on it, sleep on it, speak to your dog about it, your wife, son, your grandma. Like, if there's someone that needs to be on the score before the pitch, tell me, and then we'll do it now. Just pre-handle it. Like, are you the only decision maker here? Just pre-handle that shit. And Matty?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the next thing to pop up, and I'll do it.
Okay, brother, fantastic. Cool. Well, let's go over this section here, right? We are about to cover. So that was kind of the fucking warm-up, by the way. Oh yeah, that was the warm-up. We're just getting started. We're just fucking easing you boys in. We've covered, I think, frame control currently. The approval frame. Now we're going to go over biological needs, psychological needs, self-actualization, I think that's pronounced. Planting seeds, pain creation, triage calling, objection handling, personality types, closing, and live role plays at the end. So this is what we're about to cover. And just a stupid amount of fucking high-level psychological sales tactics. And there will be gems in here that you remember and will be able to implement. So let's go and get started, right? Let's look at levels of awareness, market awareness. I spoke about this when it comes to ads, but let's talk about it when it comes to, I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's Eugene or some shit, but this guy talks about it. We're going to relate it to the human needs, human being, water, thirst, food, drink, like all that shit, the level of needs, right? Level 1 is unaware. Business is fine. I don't know. I have a problem, right? If you are not selling a service, sorry, in this case, you're not selling a service, you're selling a new reality. You're showing them client testimonials. You are making them believe that where they are at with the business, they're going to go, oh, fuck, dude, this guy's doing this much? I didn't even know that was possible. Jack just showed me a screenshot of one of his clients buying a fucking SVJ. I thought I was just going to work for the rest of my life and maybe give my kids the business at the end. I don't know I could buy an SVJ. The kid in the photo looks young too. I mean, what the fuck is Jack doing right? Cool. Level 2 is problem aware. People are like, you know, shit's tough right now. I don't know why. It's really stressful. You can't figure it out. In this case, you need to be using empathy and agitation. You need to be just as pissed off as them. Dude, what do you mean? Like, you guys have been that slow? 2 whole months? Damn, and yeah, what sort of impact has that had on everything overall? I mean, that must be fucking tough because you can't really invest much, right? This is me kind of temp testing. I'm being curious, I'm being concerned, empathetic at the same time as I'm fucking you guys must struggle making investments, right? It's just to see if he's like broke or something. So that's an example there. You're basically doing diagnostics. Level 3 is what we call solution aware. Yeah, I really need a client. I really need like a fucking company that can actually deliver. So I know I need ads. I know I need a system. But everyone pitches the same thing, Jack. Everything's the same thing. You know, the Facebook ads, the CRM. We need something different. You know, we just don't know what to pick. All right, this is where you need to use differentiation tools in your adaptive pitching, meaning picking the right things to pitch. You need to be doing things out of the fucking way. It needs to be so different. You go against the curve completely. It needs to be you talking about things that they didn't even know it fucking existed in ads. Like intent-based targeting. What the fuck is that? I don't know that before. What do you mean targeting highest intent types? How do you do that? Oh, through behavior pattern analysis. Season pixels, Jack. What the fuck? You've done that for 10 years? Season pixels? All of these extra fucking USPs you have in your business, which if you don't know what that means, unique selling points, you need to be throwing at them. You need to be fucking like just throwing little fucking things in there, gems, every little bit of the pitch, throwing something in there. The next level here is what we call product aware. I know what you guys do. I know who you are. I just need to know you can do it. All right? And this is people saying like, I know marketing works. We just need someone we can trust. This is where your whole pitch is talking about proof and risk reversals. Proof. is, yeah, exactly. USP is the same as UM. The final level here is fantastic. And it's quite an interesting one to play around with. So this is the most aware level. I'm ready. Just need a region to act right now. I know I need marketing. I've seen your guys' reviews. I trust you guys. Jack, we just need to know when's the right time to pull the trigger. Hiring a sales team right now. I'm not sure if we can handle the leads. I don't want to burn the leads. I'm just scared if we start now, I won't have someone to call the leads. I'm just scared. Like, I don't have someone to call the leads. Maybe I should hire a salesperson, Jack. Who wants to tackle that objection? How do we handle that logistical objection? You know, I'd love to start, man. Like, I'm ready. But I just think we maybe need an extra salesperson to handle these new, exciting, high volume of leads you're going to give me, Jack. Come on, let's hear it.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
Damn, that was good. Fucking hell, a choir started. Holy shit. Who wants to go first?
I said, yeah, no problem. We'll take care of that. We got our own salespeople we can give you over. It'd probably just be a little bit more expensive just because we're, pitching in our side of the, product, giving you some of our salespeople.
Good, because you can just run ads and hire a salesperson for them. Well, good thinking, Noah. Well done. Ben, let's hear what you would say.
No, this isn't really an objection handle. It's more of just literally what's built into my system is I've got a conversational AI. So in my workflow, whenever a lead comes in but doesn't manually book in on the landing page, the AI is going to message them with, the time slots of the client. And I'll just go ahead and explain that to them on the call, how that works. And it kind of creates this whole thing in their mind that, the leads are going to, it's all on autopilot.
Yeah. I
literally say, yeah, man, literally it's as simple as this. You check your phone and you literally see the quotes coming in. And all you have to do is, if you know how to read an address, you just read the person's address and pull up to their house. But yeah, it's not really an objection handle. It's just I've got it built into my system and I'll just explain that to them.
Yeah, 100%.
They don't really say anything.
That's great. That's fucking great. That's exactly what you got to do. And I think Luca, you were going to say something as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a little bit harsh, but let's just say like, I'm not sure if I have the time. They're unsure, right? They're basically limiting their own growth. That's what I would kind of call them on that. Just saying, so you want to get to this point, but you're not willing to put your own work and your own time on the line. Is that something or no? It feels like a little bit too much.
It's very fucking direct. It's very, very intense. It could potentially work if it lands with the right client. But it is a little bit risky. And then, Matthew, you have something?
Yeah, could we do a role play? I think I have an idea.
Yeah, let's do it right now. Okay, cool. Well, listen, Matthew, like, I really like everything. I'm 100% on board with everything you showed me. But I just want to make sure we start at the right time, maybe end of month, because we are just probably going to hire like an extra salesperson to handle all of these extra leads you're going to be giving me, man. So, yeah, just don't want to go to waste.
Okay. Just when you say hire an extra salesperson, does that mean that you don't think you'd be able to handle that right now?
I'm just worried we might not be able to handle them.
Oh,
Like 15 appointments, like that is quite a lot.
Yeah. Okay. And then you think you won't be able to handle them?
I mean, maybe just, but I just wouldn't want to risk it.
Okay, cool, no problem, man. Well, listen, if the sales part is the only thing you're kind of skeptical about in that sense, what we have is actually like a conversational AI that actually texts the leads as soon as they come through, right? So the point of contact is made immediately. And we also have our own team of setters that can actually call these leads, but that would be another thing to talk about. But I'm curious for you, Jack, as the business owner, don't you think that it would be best for you to keep track of things and to be on top of things, to actually close these deals the best way you can, right?
Yes, well done. Fucking brilliant. Because what could be happening here is he's trying to offset the decision to someone else. He's trying to offset it. He's trying to push it away. It's like, but I got to blame it on, again, external factors. I really want to pull the trigger here, Jack, but I'm going to blame it on something else so that we can play. That's all he's doing, isn't it? And you've pulled him out on that bullshit. Well done. Fucking bang on.
You say something like, yeah, that's actually great. So it usually takes us a week to build out your campaign anyway. And you can start to see estimates within the next week or two after that. So it works perfectly. As soon as you've had a sales rep, you're going to see estimates.
Even better, just put them on a reduced ad spend for a week. How many can you handle then? What, half? Cool, half ad spend. Sorry, it's here, bro.
Yeah, I had a question. So I kind of had a similar problem with a client. Literally the same thing. He was like, he wants to do it. He even paid me, but there was a point where he literally just didn't have a crew. In those type of situations, I mean, do I say, yo, we have sales guys near your area, we can just put them on? Or is it a bit too much of a
Is it he doesn't have a crew or doesn't have a salesperson? Because they are quite different.
He first when I talked to him, he said salesperson, and then he said crew. So I guess if it's a crew, there's not really much you can do, right?
Yeah. If he doesn't have a crew, like that's probably an unqualified client in the first place. You just need to let him find one. That's all I'll say there. All right, cool. Let's skip past that because I think there's more context coming later. The awareness bridge. Yeah, that's fine. There's more context on that a little bit later on. Let's start here. I mean, we've already talked a little bit about this, but I need to go into more detail so people can actually implement what I taught in the beginning. I spoke about who are you, the status frame, but I never really gave you action steps on how you can implement it into your sales calls so that people feel obligated to give you longer answers, more detailed pain points, and actually tell you the truth. Let me start with this, and I say this so many times. Perception is reality. You do not deny Warren Buffett of a fucking sale. You do not question Alex Hormozi's advice. You literally will buy from people like that because their status is fucking sky high. You have to make them perceive your status as above theirs, as someone that you do not deny a sale of. And people buy from people, not companies, remember. So the moment you are perceived as the authority in the room, the prospect brain, it switches from should I buy to how do I convince this person to work with me? or how do I try and get this guy to like ease off a little bit? Like I'm a bit worried to start working with them. Either way, they actually don't give you bullshit. They'll tell you the truth on why they're scared to start working with you. I'll give you the real answer. How do we do this, right? So we have to be in a good physical environment. If you take calls in a restaurant, a car, walking outside, never in a bedroom, the background signals your lifestyle. Some of the best deals I've ever closed are in airport lounges, sitting there, doing fuck all, drinking a coffee, and it is the best feeling in the world when I step on that plane and have a 6-hour flight, just thinking about that lovely little fucking sales call I did. The next one is time scarcity. I only really have 15 minutes, Mr. Customer, so let's just keep this short. Instead of, oh, thank you so much for your time. It's so good to see you, Mr. Customer. You sound like a complete weirdo. Like, what do you mean you're happy they're there? Like, bro, no, you're not. You just want their money. Fucking weird. The next one's calibrated indifference. I love that word. Indifference is so important. Nothing they say, impresses you. Not a fucking word. Like, genuinely, nothing they say actually is impressive, is it? Like, it really isn't. It's quite fucking underwhelming. Why is their mobile phone number on Google Maps? Like, Jesus Christ, what level of a fucking business owner are you? Like, they are levels below the place that they should be. And you know what's crazy is the way that you are able to perceive yourself as above them, sounds narcissistic, but it has to be done, is every single person in this call, regardless of financially where they are with the business, mentally, you've already achieved that goal. You already have the knowledge that has achieved that goal. You're fucking sky high. The next one here is visual markers. Good, clean clothes, groomed. Like, you're sitting there looking fucking sharp. Maybe you got a polo on, shirt on, boom mic. What did Harry say when he was in Albania taking a call with this mic? What do you say, Harry? With the light. The little light.
You just feel like the guy. It's like, you feel like you're a business owner.
Yeah. Feels good, right? What did you do with the sales call as well as, an onboarding as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The mic costs 20 quid, the light 10 quid, and it instantly shows status. A big fucking boom on mic. I carry this in the luggage, dude. This thing just goes everywhere. Plugs into the MacBook. It's cheap as shit. I instantly know. I look like I know what I'm doing. You know those fucking weirdos that sit there with like big headphones on and these plugged in, and they're sitting outside in like a restaurant. Like, it's great and everything. It's fantastic. But when you're sitting in a fucking studio with a boom on mic, you are a little bit higher above that level of perceived value. Next one is pace and tonality. On a sales call, contrary to what I'm doing right now, you generally have a slower pace. You feel no need to rush. On top of that as well, you do take like long pauses, long gaps, long spaces in between your words. You don't go, you don't go, you don't go, like, I personally avoid saying that as much as possible. My filler phrases that I'm personally aware of are the words like and, that's it, and, with a long and. That's my filler words. You have to ask yourself, what are my filler words that I use all the time? You'll use them. Trust me, you will. And it shows uncertainty. The other one as well is dropping names, name dropping. Oh yeah, you might have seen me in Fox News. You might see me in NBC. Probably have seen me. Do you know John? John from TRS Roofing? It's north of here by like maybe a good 50, 60 miles, something like that. I'm working with this guy for fucking ages. I've literally ran a campaign for his whole family at this point. Like, again, building a story, building a backlog, thinking on your feet. Another way of doing this is like the compliance test, not answering their question. Believe it or not, not every single question needs an answer. Like, genuinely, not every question needs an answer. So, Jack, like, I don't get it. How do you guys get better quality leads then? A good question. We'll come to that. I didn't answer his question. I've left him just like there. He says, why the fuck didn't he answer my question? I don't need to. I'll answer it when I want to, when I show you my pitch. I feel no need. Whereas what all of you guys who potentially would feel like they have an obligation to tell them and answer that question would say is, you'll go, so yeah, the lead quality, we do this, it's exclusive, and you'll start explaining it to them. You're validating yourself to them. It needs to be the other way around. You do everything in your stride, in your pace. You choose the fucking rhythm of that call. It's your call. The last one here before we take some questions is scarcity and detachment. Right? They can smell the fucking scarcity from a mile away. Genuinely can. They can really see it. And you need to be very, very capable of creating scarcity. You show them a busy calendar, one client per area, whatever it needs to be. And you say to them, listen, like, yeah, whatever you guys choose to do at the end of the sales call, that's all good. I don't mind. You're just building that push-off feeling. But we have questions. Let's see. What if they double down later on? I maybe missed where we're at there. What was that?
I mean, so for example, it happened today in one of my setting calls because two of my setters got sick today, so I had to set 800 messages myself. But when one of them, he was saying, I think it was like, he asked for the price. I said, I kept it vague. I always said results-based pay, whether it be pay percentage or pay per estimate. But I made the example like we can't take 20% of a $50,000 job, so I kept it vague. But later on, he brought it up again. Hey, it all seems great, but I do need to know the price. Just let's get it straightforward. So I actually did name the price on that.
At what point did he ask it a second time? Was it halfway through the pitch? It was
No, at the end of the setting call, after we booked the meeting, booked the time.
Oh, right. So settings, if it's a setting call, it's going to be a different dynamic to closing call. On the setting call, you do generally need to give him some form of a figure.
Okay.
He's asked twice, you need to give him something. Yeah, it's about 100 per appointment, roughly. I'm just guessing.
Okay, yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, cool. That's exactly what we want. Ben, you have a question?
Oh yeah, man. So this is kind of a little bit broader, but I was thinking, so say you're in my position, where you haven't actually, made a contractor, let's say I haven't gotten a contractor from 1 million to 2 million or whatever, and I don't actually have proven service delivery. Do I still say everything with full confidence, like affirm to the client that I can get them to, let's say, double, the revenue that they did last year, this year? Do I say everything the same?
Now,
Let's say,
it's a really good
yeah,
question.
go
There's a
ahead.
difference between like over promising stuff that you haven't got the capability to deliver. You have got to prove. I disagree with you. You've got a proven service delivery system. Then it's just about implementing it correctly for each client. It's already there. You have all the infrastructure you need. I want you to think about the group that you're in and the people you're surrounded with, and think to yourself, have I got any reason to not be fully confident?
Yeah.
Imagine we're all in your fucking team. We're on your team. All of us here. Look at the size of this fucking core. Every single person in this team is rooting for you on that sales call. You can have the fullest conviction, because everyone in here would be happy to help you with the service delivery. You got to sit there and think you got a fucking army behind you. I'm gonna help you. I'm ready.
I just say everything with full confidence, as if I've done it a million times, and I know I can. Obviously not, like over promise them massive, amounts. But yeah, I was wondering because obviously I've never actually done, what I say I do. So it's kind of like it's not really a fake it till you make it. But I'm just wondering, if it is.
Yeah.
But, sure, yeah. Just random question.
Let's look at this as well. Now we're going into some psychology. This is where it starts to get interesting. And just to give you an idea of where we're at on this Mara board, we have all of this fucking left to go. And this last one is a fucking long test.
Yo, do I cancel my sales calls to watch this?
Can you fucking No, don't cancel sales. Cancel sales calls to learn sales, bro. What the fuck? No. But you are going to still be tested.
That's what I mean. Like this is so good. I don't want to go to these and just watch
you
this.
better turn up to those fucking sales calls, you little shit.
If
Don't
they
cancel them
actually,
sales. Oh, here we go with the if they show. Make them show. Call them. Send them
bro,
to the house. Anyway,
I don't click links. One of them texts me.
brother doesn't click links apparently. Just call him. On that point, contractors are fucking shit when it comes to clicking
Wait, Jack,
links.
does this finish at 12? Do we finish at 12, or do we just carry on until we finished with everything?
We keep going until it's done.
Okay.
The call recording will be posted though.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I've got to go. Will we get access to the Miro board or no? That's
no, the Mara board has a monster amount of stuff on here, and I can't give people access to it, but I will be up to the sales call.
Yeah, but we got the recording, so yeah. I mean, I'm in a dip, man, but thank you very much, Jack. Have a good one.
No problem, brother. No problem. The psychological war that happens on every single fucking call looks a little bit like this. You as a closer, it's called your prefrontal cortex is engaged. Now, what that is it's outcome independent. So you've got certainty, you've got detachment, authority, calm. That's all controlled and regulated by the prefrontal cortex. There was, on the other side, with your prospect, this is what's going on in their head, in their brain. And this will all make sense later. Threat detection, sales resistance, fear. This is the amygdala scanning for predatory energy, people that you shouldn't trust. The reason I've told you that is that bit of the brain, the way it works is by analysis, through its eyeballs, through watching body language, non-verbals, tonality, things like that. The moment the prospect's amygdala flags you as a threat, as someone that needs something from them, the sale is over. Your job is to never trigger that response. The hardest part, if you can imagine, what do you think is going to fucking be the hardest part of a sales call when you might trigger that threat response is objection handling or pre-handling. You must give me a decision on the call. That's why we make a joke about it. Speak to your dog, jump on it, sleep on it, do all this weird shit. We make a joke about it so that this threat response never is triggered. This guy wants me to make a decision at the end of the call, dude. And then he's pressuring the. Do you know what he's doing in the pitch? He's thinking of an objection he can give you. He's thinking, oh fuck, I need to come up with an objection at the end of the sales call because he told me, he's a threat now. He needs a decision from me. Whereas if you make a joke about it, they never think like that. Learning point, right there, very big learning point. So let's talk about this one. We call it commission breath. That's the industry standard. It's like a desperation system, right? So the sabotage looks a little bit like this. When you need the deal, your voice pitch rises. You talk faster, you stop listening, the prospect's amygdala fires, they sense predatory energy, sales resistance activates instantly. You cannot hide that desperation. It's in your nonverbal cues, in the way you speak, the words you choose, everything you think. The brain reads it in milliseconds. The human brain, like I said, is incredibly good at getting social cues. But some people, not so good as others. The next kind of middle section is what we call the winning state. This is outcome independence. Independence being the key word. If they buy, great. If they don't, boo-hoo. Right? Is what it is. This is not a mindset trick. It is a biological necessity. Detachment lowers cortisol, slows the voice, and projects authority that the prospect's brain interprets as competence. Yeah? What you say and how you say it projects competence or incompetence. You got to be the one that sounds fucking competent. And then here's the tactic, right? Practice the takeaway. If the prospect isn't a good fit, you see what this takeaway is? You might have seen it on one of my calls. I'll just, all right, cool. Just take the screen share down, no problem. And I'll stop the objection handling. I won't even try. I'll be like, yeah, no issues. It might not be for you. I'm pushing that shit far away from me. The next one here is kind of like where you have, I think it's an A-type personality, B-type personality, whatever you want to call it. With an A-type, you just have to fucking match their level. Match their level. So you can use controlled silence. If they're interrupting you or being a cunt, controlled silence. You don't answer their questions. Like you will wait it out 2 or 3 seconds that are agonizingly long. They'll be like, holy shit, dude. Fucking 3 seconds long. This guy's not said a word. They might even say, you there? And I'll be like, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what you mean by that. Whatever you have to do. The other one, which is a classic manipulation tactic, is mirroring. If you're ever in an in-person meeting, and I don't know whether you guys do this subconsciously, you might have caught yourself doing this once or twice, you mimic the body language of the people that are in front of you. If he does this, you do this. See, if he puts his hands on the table and leans back, you probably do it too. If you've ever been in a friend group, the next time you are with some friends, family, whatever it is, see how your body moves. Just catch it every now and then. Are you sitting the way they're sitting? Are your hands resting the way they're resting? Do you pick up your coffee seconds after they picked up theirs? Do you yawn just after they yawned? Remember? Why do people yawn after they just saw you yawn? It's a mirroring thing. Your human brain goes, oh, they're yawning, I should yawn. It's an instinct. Now, what you can do by mirroring their behavior is make them see, oh, instinctually, this guy trusts me. It's like a fucking connection between the two monkey brains. It fucking works. The other one as well, the fear of rejection. I know for a fact a lot of people have this, otherwise it wouldn't be in here. Claude's identified this significantly across the board. I mean, across the board. You're just not asking for the fucking sale. You're pretending like you're the dickhead on the call. You're being too fragile with it. You're being too gentle. You're accepting the rejection too easily, right? What you need to be doing on there is just being super fucking honest with yourself and saying, dude, if I've sat here for an hour with this prospect and not got a sale, what the fuck was all of this for? What a waste of time. You might as well get something for your time, $100, something, some form of fucking commitment. You should get annoyed. You should get angry. You should get frustrated at yourself. And that gets you locked in and fired. Right, cool. Let's get thinking here, Jack. What angle can I take to this guy? A lot of people are unconsciously going through their sales calls and not even thinking. So anyway, we've covered kind of the main emotional states that can come across on this emotional battlefield even. Physicality, don't really want to talk about that. It's not a fucking game. Let's go over the next stuff. The approval frame, really fucking interesting one here. Now, if we go into this, right, I don't know if you guys know what the MI6 is or CIA is, but this is a tactic utilized by both of them. So the approval frame is used by the CIA and MI6 interrogators on the most guarded high-status personalities. When you challenge a prospect's inconsistency, calmly, they shift from buyer evaluating a vendor to person trying to prove themselves to you. In that state, they become susceptible to buying. Why? Because they're seeking approval. So let's see, how can we get these people in an approval state, right? When you call out a contradiction between what they're saying and what they're trying to achieve. All right, you told me you wanted to do 10 million next year. Do you really think jumping off this call and not doing it is going to help you get to 10K? Sorry, 10 mil. Like, genuinely, do you really think that's going to happen? Again, they've either got to come up with a fucking good excuse here or be like, yeah, I know what you mean, and then give you the real objection. And here's how it works on A-type personalities. High-status prospects resist being pushed. You ever seen that? And I've watched, I don't know whose sales call it was. I watched it. I think it was in the UK. It might have been, who was it? It was a UK sales call. The guy's like, yeah, just send me an email. Send me an email. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, but just send me an email. Really pushy, like, fuck off. It's like he's saying, get away from me. Their ego is the lever. So what would I do in that situation? Hey, David, no problem. I'll send you an email. But, as an agency owner that's been in the game as long as you, and you probably know what to look for and what to avoid with agencies that are going to rip you off, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, like, you're very experienced. You've done this a million times before, haven't you? Yeah, I have. So, can I have some feedback, man? Like, what do you think about me? I've appealed to his ego. I'm manipulating him. I think he's a piece of shit, but I'm manipulating him, making him think like I care. Dude, you're really good at what you do. You know that, right? Yeah, but there's so much more you could be fucking doing. It's just a shame that you won't move forward with me. I was really looking forward to helping you. All this bullshit. And that's how you deal with A-type. Whereas B-type personalities, you want to be just like, I like to call them bitch type. You can literally push them as hard as possible. You can say, no, listen, you need to do this. So let's look at like a live scenario playbook here. 3 months of inaction. Yeah, we haven't really done any marketing in the last 3 months. What do you mean 3 months? You haven't tried anything in 3 months? I thought you said you wanted growth, right? What is actually going on there? They're curious. Look at my shoulders. Shoulders are up. Like, what the fuck is this? Human face. My face is moving. My voice is moving. My shoulders are moving. Again, a lot of guys are very stagnated on a call. Let's do a test right now. Think about your breathing for a second. Manually breathe for a second. Are you breathing deep into your stomach or just going like a little fucking weirdo through your nose? Breathing really short, tiny breaths. You probably are doing tiny breaths, aren't you, right now? Sitting and watching this. Whereas when you're on a sales call, it needs to be deep breaths into your fucking stomach so that every fucking movement you make, every word you say actually comes with some form of like human being, right? You sound different, your tonality's strong, your actions fucking strong, the way you're sitting, the way you're moving your hands when you speak, whatever it is. The other one is marketing at some point. They haven't really got a clear timeline. That can come in a million different ways. Yeah, well, we've been meaning to look into ads. Like we've been looking for someone for the last 6 months. 6 months. 6 whole months. What do you mean you've been looking for 6 months? That makes sense. It doesn't take 6 months, David, to find someone. What's actually been happening there? Calling me out on the bullshit. Fishing for a discount. Fucking hate this, dude. I mean, God bless them. God bless them. But damn, this always happens when we have Indians on the call. All the time. It'll be, can we get a discount, Jack? We'll sign up with you. It's always in the tech or the SaaS space. These guys will get their whole team on the call, do 3 fucking calls with you, and then ask for a 25% discount. The answer is no. I think we did an objection handle a while back with Luca where he asked me, is there any way we can split it up? Listen, if you split it up, you'll lower commitment. The answer is no. Like, we're looking here to commit. If they ask to split it up, can we reduce the upfront cost? What's behind that? Like, do you physically not have that money? They'll say, no, I have the money. It would just be better to split up. I'll say, then listen, like, usually the least committed people want to split up the money because it feels like they can offset the commitment to a later date. I just won't reward that type of behavior with my clients because I hold everyone to a really good standard. So there's no split. It would just be all upfront. Whatever you want to do, if the person has money, obviously. The other one is challenging your process mid-call. If they're in the middle of a pitch, they might say something like this. Okay, well, this is great and everything, but can you just tell me if, like, I guess, how your guarantee works, how you guys actually work? Like, this all sounds good and everything, but, like, how does it actually work? Yeah, great. Like, you want to know what you're buying, though. They're like, yeah, but I just want to know the price. Like, so the only thing that matters to you is price. No, it's not. And I'll say to them, what do you guys do at estimates? And they go like, what do you mean? You spend an hour, 2 hours showing them, explaining your unique selling points, really selling your service, right? And he'll say, yeah. And I'll say, why do you do that? Doesn't make any sense to me. Why don't you just tell them the price? Give them the price. We flip it back on them all the time. Let's see what this question is. What do you say to, I need the appointment to lead first, then I'll pay you? Yeah, no problem. Build half of my roof and I'll pay you after. You gonna build my roof then? Come on, I want a new fucking roof. But just do half and I'll pay the rest after. Promise. Promise. It's a fucking joke. It's like booking a flight to Dubai and saying halfway through, I'll pay half the ticket now and then half, when we get there. What the fuck are you on about? They'll laugh you out the fucking airport. You don't do that, do you? What's different here? You're buying leads. Here it is. Got it for you.
Can you scroll back up a little bit before you move forward? I wanted to write down one of them that I kept getting.
Which one was it?
The two marketing at some point. Like I was talking to a bunch of people. We wanted to do something at some point.
There you go.
Okay, so
just write that down. I'll read this. How do you frame estimate request versus booked appointment? This guy thought it was pay per job. Probably framed it the wrong way. Cool. Very easy. You thought it was pay per job? Well, yeah, listen, like it can be pay per job or it can be pay for fucking nothing. It really depends on your close rate. And also, by the way, Mr. Customer, this is, I can't believe I forgot this, dude. Like, this really is a big sticking point for me. Completely apologize. But, dude, what's your close rate? Because if it's very low, we can't work together. We should probably have not done this call. We put him in the approval frame now. Oh, no, our close rate's great. It's 80%. Oh, cool. So what if I send you an appointment, you're going to close 80%, right? So 80% of what I give you is pay per job. Yeah, it is. All right, cool. So where's the risk there? The only risk is if you don't close them. Like, we both have risk here. If you don't close them, you won't retain with me and keep paying me. It's like, I'm not doing this for $500, mate. $500. What if they say something like, I don't need you to sell me? All right, cool. What do you want? You want a fucking flyer, a brochure? Like, what do you mean you don't need me to sell you? You need me to sell you? All right, cool. See you later. Hang up. Boom. And then rejoin the call like it's a joke. They'll fucking be like pattern interrupted as shit. Sam has a question.
Okay, well, actually, here, because like now most of us we're running ads, we're running pay per job, like paid and switch, okay? And when these people come to us, like if it's a pay per appointment, it is like a bit easier to handle that objection of, okay, I thought it is a pay per job, but what is your close rate? But if you're doing estimate request, it is a qualified lead that requested an estimate. Listen, this is how we frame it. But there's 3 levels of this. We get the lead, and then from the lead, there's, let us say, 40% book, and after that, 80% close. There's a 40% before that. Like, how can we frame it this way?
But Sam, you're looking through the lens of reality. Let's look through the lens of perception. There doesn't have to be all those granular details. An estimate request is a customer coming to you saying, I want an estimate. Here's my home. That's what I would say to them. So I say to them, if every person that we sent you who said, here's my name, here's my number, here's my email, here's my address, come give me a quote, how many are you going to close? You don't need to say, 40% booking rate and this and that. It's hurting your sale. You build a perception. There's just an estimate request. Here's a customer. It's basically a customer ready to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And after you close the person, like, now we're playing a little bit with the words, okay? And this is for the sake of sales and sake of closing. But after that, he's thinking, okay, I estimate request, okay, these are booked appointments. Most people think about them this way, or like a real estimate. If he comes to me and tells me, okay, I thought it is booked appointments, I can handle that, of course. But don't you think that this like increases the churn rate, like based on your experience? How?
We don't need to lie to them. We tell them very clearly, here's what you get. Name, number, email, address. You just need to call the customer, schedule the appointment, and do the bids. Take it from there. I don't need to tell them anything else. Cool. Right. All right, let's see what else we got to do here. We've been through this. Close more, lose less, keep them longer. Open control, establish current state. I don't like this document. I didn't like that in the first place. Okay, let's move over here. Biological needs, right? If there's going to be one topic that we've gone through in today's entire video, I genuinely believe this is going to be one of the top most important things for you to digest. So we are going to slow down and really go through this one by one. Okay? So each human has biological survival and safety needs, things that they fucking genuinely need and ultimately depend on. It is what drives almost every single one of their decisions. That holiday that you could book next month is driven by your need for financial security, but your physical and mental and psychological need for excitement. So they conflict a little bit. Tier 1, and it works like a pyramid, right? Tier 1 is at the top, most important. You've got your physiological survival. This is air, food, water, shelter, sleep, keeping life running, right? Let's talk about that. What's the angle that we can leverage that against them in a sales process? For a contractor, revenue is fucking survival. A slow month isn't just inconvenient, it's a threat to feeding their family, paying the crew, keeping the van on the road. Do you know what I say to them somewhere? I think it's in one of my pre-call videos that we show them once we jump on a sales call. And I'll literally say, listen, I've got a family to feed, so do you. The only like, I'll say some shit like this: I've got a business to run, so do you. I make myself exactly like them. And I tell them some fucking shit that psychologically puts them going, oh, if we're talking about survival here, Jack knows the game. He's got to survive. I've got to survive. Like, he understands that. He's got this need of mine taken care of. A question you can ask is, all right, so you guys have been good the last month, but what would happen if you just relied on referrals and then you had a bad 2 months, 3 months? You know, what if the market get worse? You guys are at war over there in the US. The market can only get worse sometimes, right? What are you going to do then? Just referrals? How do you pay your crew? What if you lose your top crew? You don't want to lose them. Here's a seed of doubt I'll sow. They'll tell me, I'll say, how big's your crew? 7 guys. Okay. You got a real solid guy in there or just a few solid guys? Are they all great? Oh, we have a few solid guys. You don't want to lose them, buddy. Trust me, I've spoken to a lot of contractors. They fuck it up, don't choose the right company. And guess what? They lose their best crew. And that's the thing that'll cripple you for months. They'll go, oh, fuck, yeah, Jack, that's scary, man. That's genuinely scary. Yeah, we don't want that. The next one is financial security. This is talking about predictability, stability, protection from inconsistency. Everyone in this group, the one thing that affects your emotions the most, from what I've recognized in my WhatsApp and everything else, is inconsistency. SMS will work 1 week, next week it won't, and you get like it's human beings. It's how we all work, right? We all get swung so hard. Some people more than others, but you need to sell them that emotional consistency through giving them financial security. So the contractor who's been burned by a slow January, they're not looking for rapid growth. They're looking for security and safety. You just get them back up and running. Whereas for someone who's crushing it, scaling really fast, it's like, oh yeah, you're hiring a big team though, right? Yeah, and you don't want to lose them halfway through. That'll fucking destroy the back end, get you a bad rep, ruin all the work you've just done the last 6 months. That is his fear. You have to find the financial fear. It could be losing what he's built or, not being able to survive. The next one is physical capacity. A lot of contractors are physically wearing out. And I know this as a fact because in the last week alone, I've actually had 3 or 4 conversations with different clients of mine literally saying to me, Jack, I'm so fucking tired, dude. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I genuinely I'll have to find one of the core recordings. The guy's like, I fucking love working with you guys, but all of these appointments, I'm getting old, I'm getting tired. I just didn't build this business properly, he said to me. He's like, I need a salesperson. I need an estimator. I'm doing all this myself. I'm tired. I'm physically unable to do all of this. And so I sold him the solution to this. I recognized the tier 1 need, his highest level need, and charged him $300 for like hiring a salesperson. So that's $250 profit basically. So you have to be able to identify these needs. Now let's talk about an incredibly fucking important one, which is your psychological needs. This is like status, belonging, control. Every single human being, again, has this. Tier 2, psychological and status, or social, you might want to call it, right? The most powerful need in home services is this: esteem and recognition. So I gave you this example before, which is the local celebrity technique. Contractors are deeply motivated by local status. So being the recognized name in the area, having homeowners say, I see you guys everywhere. Dude, you got great ads and blah, blah, blah. Like, that genuinely means a lot to them. Example, ladies and gentlemen. Ready for a fucking example? Here's one. I had a client a while ago in tree service. This was 2-3 years ago, and I distinctly remember it because it made me think for a second, what the fuck? I didn't realize this was even important. And a lot of you probably had this. I made him some of the best performing ads I've ever seen. And they were cartoon ads. They were funny. They were dumb looking. Like funny ads, really high graphic, look great. And he was like, dude, this just is going to make me look like an amateur. I don't want this run under my company's name. Like, I know it looks good and it'll run, but we don't have one truck. We have a big truck. We have a big company. We have big equipment, good guys. And the ad doesn't show that. That was him showing to me his most important thing right now isn't the leads or the jobs. It's esteem and recognition. What I should have sold him is, brother, no problem. I'm going to make you custom ads. Do you guys want to film some stuff? He's like, I want to film some stuff. I'm not even going to fucking use it. I'm not going to use it, but he feels like, oh, yeah, Jack made us some new ads of me on site. And my competitors are going to see it and I'm going to feel great. You're selling him the feeling. And honestly, a lot of life is this. A lot of life is this tier 2 thing. Everyone makes decisions on tier 2 things. So let's look at this, right? This is another reason why people join this group, right? It's belonging, a tribe instinct. So, for example, you probably noticed a YouTube video of this sales call, this call that we were on yesterday, boys. I uploaded that. Why? It's a psychological need, belonging, being in a tribe. You motherfuckers are sitting there interacting, engaging in what we're doing. There's other viewers on the other side of that screen going, oh, my psychological need of having a good social group, a good belonging, good fucking tribe of people. Like, yeah, I really need that. And then they come crawling to me. So that's a live example. Like, if you think that what I do online is uncalculated, you need to think again. Every single action I take online is for a specific reason. Every video I make has been thought through to either manipulate the market to fuck off from what I'm doing, or to get them to move in the direction I want them to. And that's what you've got to do. Every single person here needs to master that ability. It sounds like really narcissistic, really bad thing. You need to manipulate the people around you to help themselves and to also help you. So that's really important. Understanding the tribe instinct, the autonomy, being in control, helping the contractor feel in control. How do I do that, ladies and gentlemen? It's very simple. I will literally give them access in the app to the calendar. They can reschedule them. They can rebook them. They can cancel them. I say to them, listen, any of these appointments you don't want to head to, feel free to just cancel them, reschedule them, any of the low quality ones. We're giving them so many, high volume. In my business, I personally choose high volume over high quality. Sounds contradictory, but my clients' dopamine goes firing. They're contractors, right? They fucking love it. They're like, whoa, shit, Jack sent me 10 jobs last night. Like, one of them might close out of the 10. But it'll be fast. It'll be like, whoa, one day and all these appointments came through. They feel great. Because perception's reality. Social comparison is crucial. You can show them other results of clients and say, hey, you know, dude, like, and by the way, I'm doing this to you motherfuckers right now. You see this here, social comparison? Sometimes you'll see my messages in the group and it's deliberate. There's a reason why I'm doing it. For example, Harry he posted something the other day, today even, showing his initiative. And I do genuinely mean this, by the way, when I say it. I'm so fucking impressed with him. Very impressed with his improvement. And there's a lot of people in this group I'm also very, very fucking impressed with for just continually trying, putting the effort in, working. But I'm always trying to plant these seeds of, hey, dude, you know, there's people out there doing this. Like Harry's already out there thinking ahead of the box, because it kicks you guys in a fucking different gear. Because I'm touching into a psychological need that you have, and therefore it forces your brain, right, I need to take action here. I need to do something. I need to. I've got to do something. And it helps you guys succeed. So we do the same with our clients. We do the same with people on sales calls. Another one is like legacy, family provision. This is real. I've used this on a lot of sales calls. The client will say something like, yeah, well, eventually I'm going to sell the business. So I'll ask him, like, what happens after then? You know, you're 60 what? 67, he'll say. Oh, cool. So when are you selling the business? Oh, I'm just going to give it to my son in 2 years. Oh, cool. Tell me about your son. I'll get him opening up, telling me about his fucking son a little bit, just a tiny bit. Then I'm able to say, oh, cool. So we really want good systems in place for when you hand it over to your son, right? Oh, nice. Now what I'm going to sell him is good systems that are going to help him help his son, right? Family provision, longevity, keeping everything fucking going. The other one is fear of regret. This is an objection handle. Hey, Mr. Customer, have you ever had a decision that you just kept putting off and maybe you regret not making it sooner? You ever had that in your life? Ever? See, I'm exaggerating it, so he has to say yes. Yeah, I've definitely delayed jumping into a mentorship before. I've definitely delayed jumping into a marketing company before, whatever it is. That fear of, dude, if I don't do it now, I'm going to regret this, pushes people over the edge and makes them buy. The same with fear of irrelevance. Contractors who built their reputation on referrals often feel the ground shifting. The next generation of homeowners finds businesses on Instagram, not from fucking neighbors. Being offline is becoming invisible, and you have to paint that fucking picture that in 10 years they are not going to be seen. They are not going to exist. No one will know who the fuck they are. Make that fucking fear so they take action. Let's see where we're at. Holy shit, we have so much.
I had a quick question. By framing it in like 10 years, you're gonna be irrelevant, right? Sometimes like with all these sales stuff, like all the sales questions, all the sales reframe, I'm worried, or not worried because I don't give a shit about what they think, but wouldn't they just call me out on being salesy? If you know what I mean?
It doesn't have to be salesy.
Oh no?
It should be logical. Like, it's not salesy. Salesy is a term that people use when people are obviously using the most basic sales tactics. What you're doing is calling them out on their bullshit. as a business owner. Sometimes what I'll do, if I know the person is sophisticated in sales, which often contractors aren't, so I'll say, cool, so what you've given me there is a think about it objection. I'll tell them it's a sales objection. Call them out on the bullshit. I'll say, we don't need to do that. Like, why are you not moving forward? I've been on a call with an insurance agent last week, and the guy's the best fucking sales guy I've ever fucking listened to. A lot of people would be intimidated by that, thinking, oh, he doesn't want to be sold to. He knows what I'm doing. He's like, yeah, he knew what I was doing. And I said to him at the end of the call, I'm like, you don't need to give me objections, dude. Like, just help me with the close here. Like, what do we need to close you today? What's stopping you? Is it trust, money? Like, talk to me. They're the best fucking people in the world to close.
Okay.
Sam.
Okay, well, Jack, like now I'm starting to understand more about psychology and everything. But in every sales call that you have, you implement all of these, or it is just an individual situation for you?
Now, we don't implement all of these per sales call because it's only the point of this is so that you can recognize the opportunity and take it. Not every sales call, the prospect will have a legacy need or a fear of regret or a fear of irrelevance or an autonomy or belonging the tribe. You won't have all of those, but you will be able to. This is where active listening comes in. It's on the sales call. How many of you just listen to what he says and go, next question, or are you genuinely listening to the meaning behind what he's saying? That's what helps you realize, is there something in here that I can fucking link and use? So just understanding these concepts and thinking, shit, Jack mentioned this the other day. I'm going to leverage it. This is a need I can push.
Gotcha. And also, I know that we cannot go to the mirror board, but like, can you give us like a screenshot of all of it? Or
Yeah, for sure, brother. Of course I can. No problem. Okay. I fancy a tea break. We'll open the floor to questions. I'm gonna make a tea. Switch to my AirPods. And this can be any question. Question was asked here, what sort of phases of the call are we going to be going through? It's really, really simple. We open with control. You called them, you run it. This is your fucking call. They're on your turf. You run it the way you want to. You establish their current situation. What the fuck is going on? Like, where have I landed? What's happening? You're getting your surroundings in. Then you're identifying a gap or creating a gap. Then you're qualifying, you're finding capacity and urgency, making them approve themselves to you, creating a bridge so that they can walk over it, and then showing them how the pitch helps them walk over that. We're going to go back to, where were we? Down here, I think. Is this it here? Cognitive self-actualization. That's it. That's where we're up next. We do have a couple questions coming through. 7 my bad. We've got Vishay. Vishay, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, so one thing, I deal with this a lot. Like, usually some other objections I can handle, but one thing that I do struggle with are people or just guys on the sales calls that I get on, and they don't really like, they're kind of defensive, and they don't really like admit to really having an issue. They're kind of just like, oh yeah, we're just looking to grow. I mean, we're not struggling right now, right? So it's kind of like hard to kind of like dig into pain because they're fine, right?
They don't have any, do they? So very good question. This is bang on, right? If they do not have any pain point, they don't have any problems, hey, everything's fine, man, everything's good. Yeah, perfect. So talk to me, like, what does good look like for you? Because it could be totally different for me. And whatever they tell you, you're like, oh, so what? 5 million a year is good for you guys? And then you say, like, dude, you're going to fucking love this. Like, the majority of my clients, we have well above 10 million market year. And I'll be honest, there's not a huge difference between what you're doing right now and getting to that level. You do just need the right systems in place. There's like 3 or 4 different things that you're probably doing wrong based on my research. We'll go over them today and we'll help you out. What do you think it is? Like, why are we only at 5 million? Only. I'm putting them down. Have you ever heard someone say, oh, don't put them down. Don't put them down. Put them down on the sales call.
Okay.
That's how you create pain. Yeah.
I had a quick separate question. It was kind of mental friction when I'm just starting to go on the sales call. I feel like that's what I'm having some of the days, even though when I book these calls from setting or when my setters book them, I realize they're good calls and I'm confident, but a few minutes before, even 15 minutes before when I'm preparing, I have some sales or mental friction towards even starting on it. When I'm on a roll, I kind of get into it, but how do I fix that?
I can help you. There's something called psychological rituals, which is what human beings do without knowing. If they're nervous, they'll do something with their hands. Let me tell you my story, which I put in the school, right? So when I was boxing consistently and I had like a fight, I watched the videos back of my fights, and it would be like an arena, and there'd be a shitload of people. It'd be kind of like, bro, having so many people watching is kind of fucking scary, especially if your family's there. I would, before every fight, as soon as the bell rang, or just before, I would tap my gloves together really hard in front of me. And that would be my signal to my brain to, it's like, now we switch into go time. Before my sales calls, I sat there one night and I'm thinking, like, what do I actually do differently before sales calls? And I realized, like, I'll say to my family, I'll go make some money. I'll make a joke, like, about to go make some fucking schmeckles, some fucking money, some bandos, whatever that. We make a joke out of it, like some stupid little fucking words, silly phrases, like it's a joke to me, like it's just funny. We'll just come up with some weird little words, funny little phrases, just to pretend like it's something stupid. And also it is kind of fun to just say some random shit and then go and make some money. Like it's nothing, right? So it's about reducing the importance of the activity. I'll just take the joke out of it. I'm about to go make some money. I'll be back in 5. Okay. Like that's what you got to do. It's just with confidence. Just I'm gonna take this guy's wallet. Like just say some shit like that. Back when we had a fucking monster sales team, like a South African sales team, these guys used to say feel like some crazy shit. They were like proper egg the team on. Oh yeah, go steal his wallet, brother. Go fucking take his soul. Like some shit like this. And I'd be like, oh, damn, all right, whatever works. Whatever works, bro. Whatever your ritual is, like. Just go into it with a rhythm, with full confidence. Have your ritual, something that you do. Whether it's you go make a tea and then sit down and start your meeting. That's what I do. I'll make a tea and then I sit down and start. Because I like to have something to sip on as well. In the first bits of the call, it's nice to have a drink because if it gets awkward or you feel uncomfortable, just sit there and sit back in your chair and have a drink. Let him talk.
Yeah.
It's a winner. Oh, by the way, I've completely forgotten to tell you fucking guys this gem, right? I have a notebook. Where's my fucking notebook? Here it is. Let me show you this. I have a notebook right here. If I'm going through a sales call and I have like a guy that is, I know, an A-type and a bit of a dickhead, right? I'll get my notebook out and I'll start writing notes. I'll say that I'm going to write some notes as you tell me the information. And I'm going to sit there writing notes. He has to keep talking. I'll go silent. He'll say something and I'll keep writing and I won't look up until he's done. I'll get him talking more. It's a psychological trick. It's like, this guy's writing notes. I have to answer his questions. I can't interrupt him. He's doing work here. He's an expert. Another one is if you like keep drinking your tea or he's just you keep drinking your tea, look out the window or whatever else, and you let him talk more. You leave an awkward gap and then he's forced to talk. He has to talk more and then you get more information from him. But anyway, just thought I'd drop those 2 gems. You guys gave me that angle to mention. Anyway, let's jump back in. We do have a lot to cover. Let's get started. Self-actualization is talking about mastery, purpose, meaning, things like that. This is tier 3. It's a bit of a lower structure of human needs, but it's very important. Every motherfucker in here wants to feel competent and feel like they master their skill. So for example, let's just go back to boxing. If you keep getting hit with like a left hook, yeah, I used to get caught with the left hook. That was my bad habit. I would get caught with the left hook. It would piss me off. I'd feel incompetent. I'd feel like I wasn't a master of the fucking sport. It would make me very, very angry. It does the same with these guys. It's like you have to find an angle and hit them hard. If it's the left hook, hit them with that. If it's not being able to close estimates, hit them with that. Really fucking hard. Then another one is purpose and mission. Hey, do you mind me ask? Oh, fuck, I used to ask this gem all the time. This is a beauty. Holy shit, I love this one. This is in the future section of the school, of the script even. I would go, so we know what we're doing in the next 3 months, 6 months, but brother, why'd you even start this business in the first place? Do you mind me asking? I'm always interested. I get some great answers. That's what I'll say to them. I say, I get some great answers. Meaning that like, oh, this guy gets good answers to that question. I'm going to top all those fucking answers. And they give me their life fucking story. Now they're mine. Now I have them. That's a gem. That fucking sentence alone, if you use it in your sales call, you're going to get some fucking great answers. Another one is like, what do we want to end up doing with the business? Who do we want to be? And do you know what I say to people? I give them a trick. I say, and imagine in 10 years you want to be able to step back from the business, right? And just let it run. Oh, yeah. I've implanted that seed in them. They have to fucking believe it now. That's what they want. Cognitive is basically the need to understand. So how would I leverage this? Oh, your client over here ran this out and did this, and they have this system and got loads of results. They'll be like, fuck. Yeah, Jack, I need to know how that works. Harry does this all the time. I'll drop some sauce and his face will go. He'll really want to know more. Can I just ask a few more questions on that? And he'll ask more questions. Because the human want is this cognitive. It's a human need. The need to understand. Another one is the aesthetic, the pride, the brand, their business being seen. Transcendence is basically just being able to give back to their family or whatever else it could be, right? Planting seeds, we spoke about this, planting the local celebrity seed, you just throw it in there. The future self, planting what they could be, the competitive seed, showing them what people already have become is another one. And saying like, hey, listen, this could have been you. They're just doing this differently. Now, a lot of people in the call today have also struggled with this, creating pain from, yes, fuck, I missed it. Every fucking night, this little cunt flies around. Anyway, I'll get this mosquito one day, but let's get back into it. Number one, how do we create pain? It's called the opportunity cost. Everyone heard of that opportunity cost example before? A million times. All right, you're doing 100K a month, but you're not doing ads. Do you know how many extra thousands of dollars that you are just leaving on the table to go to competition? You know the customers are out there, right? But they're just going to someone else because you don't have the system that they do, is what I'll literally say to them. Reveals basically an opportunity cost. The other one as well, a single point of failure. I'll say to them, okay, so you have only referrals and it's crushing right now. Yeah, it's doing great. But wouldn't it be better if you had multiple sources of income? Now we're into the single point of failure. I'm inserting that doubt of, oh, dude, what if it does fail? What if all of a sudden referrals dry up? Then what? Another one is the comparison trap. You just got to show them other clients, other people that you've worked with, and be like, well, yeah, like look at this guy and look at you. The other one is time debt. It's hilarious, right? This is basically saying you're doing well, like you're making a little bit of money, but you're still the one chasing these referrals. You're still the motherfucker in the truck, right? You haven't stepped back from the business. That is not scalable, is it? How many more of these appointments can you do per day? Like, surely you can't do much more. And here's what you get. You get this little agitation phase where you start to build this frustration. Time-based agitation. You know, figuring out, well, how long have you been looking for someone to work with? And what would happen if, let's say, 2027 comes around, you guys are still being fucked over by 40 companies, then what? Oh, dude, I don't know. Like, we couldn't afford much more. Yeah, that ain't a good way to run a business, is it, Mr. Customer? No. Another one is consequence agitation questions. Basically saying, like, if this were to happen, like, then what? Identity agitation questions is saying, like, dude, if your competitors knew that you guys weren't running ads, how do you think they feel about that? They're probably thinking, oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Dave's not even running ads. He's still not running ads. That's what your competitors are thinking. Again, that's identity agitation. Financial agitation is more about, like, him being frustrated with his financial situation where he's at. If you can tap into all of those, I mean, you're in fucking game changer. So here's how you actually implement that, right? You have the complete pain to close sequence. One, you have to find the bruise and push it. What is that tiny little in? Then you've got to quantify it. Find out how big is that? Is it a bleed? Is it a fucking hemorrhage? Are you dying? Or is it just a tiny little cut? Then you've got to agitate it. You've got to make it worse. You've got to amplify what's already there and make it seem and perceive like it's more than it is. And then you have to provide them the solution. My example that I've given a million times before is, if I ran an a tour guide in Rome, I would deliberately keep every single one of the tourists out in the hot sun, just that little bit longer. We would never stand in the shade while I explained bits of the tourism, where I explained the buildings. I'd make sure they baked in the sun. Then when we walk past my ice cream shop with my good friend Pedro, they're going to all want an ice cream, especially when I tell them about the 10% offer I can give them. Oh boy, it's fucking basic tricks. They do that, by the way, it's real. So like, every fucking element of business is all about creating the pain and selling them what they need. The same with restaurants as well. They'll keep you waiting so you buy more food. We don't need to go over this. What we do need to go over is, let's go up to the top here, is some fucking exam. A little bit of testing. When everyone's brain's tired, when everyone's fucking knackered, and they've had a long day and they've heard a lot of information, let's see how they perform. Because this is what sales is like. Matty.
Bring it on, gang.
Yeah. That's the funniest shit ever. Oh, good shit. All right, cool. Well, who wants to have the easiest one of all? I need to think about it. It's fucking easy, boys. This is easy. Come on, who wants that one?
Can I give it a go?
Of course, Harry wants the easy one, you little shit. All right,
Have you just been over these objections? Because I was on a sales call for like 20 minutes.
We've gone over like an ungodly amount of information. Hour and a half of just pure fucking information. Like, Wild,
wasting my
bro.
time on some fucking dude that just probably can't afford it.
Well, that's fine, Harry, but I do want to think about it though.
Okay, got you. And apart from thinking about it, like, would there be anything else that would stop us from moving forward?
No.
Okay, so the system itself, because I want to make sure you're confident on the system. You do like the system. You do think it's
Yeah.
going to help us get to 500,000 this year.
Yeah, I like the system. I definitely think you could see it working.
Okay, got you. And what exactly about the system do you like?
Like the booked appointments, maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I love it. Sounds great.
Okay, perfect. So, I mean, Jack, I've been on these calls so many times, and when someone tells me, you know, they got to think about it, honestly, they're just kicking tires over it. So tell me, what exactly did you want to think about?
It's more just being like careful with the investment, I guess. Like we want to be careful where we're putting the money.
Okay, got you. I mean, what would make you think that you'd have to be careful about doing this investment?
Just 1,500 is a lot of money for us right now.
Okay, got you. So it's purely just the price.
Yeah, just the price.
Okay, got you. And when you say, you know, 1,500 is quite a big investment right now, is it uncomfortable? Is it, you know, going to put you on the street?
It's just a bit uncomfortable, I guess.
Okay, got you.
Won't put us on the street or anything. Like we're okay, but it's, yeah, we just want to be careful. Like after the 10th time of doing 1,500, then it gets like a bit like, oh fuck.
For sure, but the 11th time might be bang on. Do you mind if I share a perspective though?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, so let's just imagine I've got 15 high quality appointments booked onto your calendar in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Would you be concerned about your 1,500 investment?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, got it. So the problem is that we don't actually have the appointments on your calendar in the first place. But let me ask you, Jack, how do we get those appointments?
We invest. So that was fucking perfect because Harry went through every stage. He isolated, he clarified, he handled, he used an analogy, and then used logic. I was waiting for him to mess up on one, but he got every single fucking phase right. So that was perfect. Let's fucking slide this one down here. What is up next? Price before discovery.
What do you I was just gonna ask, what do you do? So Harry asked the question where he was just like, what was it? Wait, I forgot what was the exact...
So it was think about it, and then it became concern over spending the money.
Yes,
we have the money, but we were just scared to spend it. And then Harry basically said, if you already had the appointments, would you be worried about spending that money? No, I wouldn't. So then what do we have to do to get the appointments in the first place? We have to invest.
Yeah, it was before he said the stuff about the investment. So it was when you said as the prospect, kind of like, yeah, I got to be careful with my investment. And he's like,
oh, I asked him kind of like,
about the system. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
The thing I get a lot is when I ask them, but I just want to be clear on the system. Like, do you feel like this system would make sense for you? And some people say that, like, well, I don't know. I have no idea. I've never tried it. And then what? I mean, or something like, well, I don't know. I mean, looks all right, but to be honest, I have no idea. Some
So then, Matty, how are you going to find out if it does work? How do you find out? Like in life, how do you find out if something could work?
Well, yeah, I mean, I would, I guess, have to see. I mean, have to see it, have to try it. Do you have any other people that have tried this system?
Yeah, let's imagine we've already showed a lot of social proof. So let's just, because that's easy. We just show social proof. So yeah, like we have 100+ people, different people that have already achieved the results. Why wouldn't they get it for you? Sorry, why wouldn't you get it if they've already got it?
Yeah, okay.
If they've done the same thing, same system, same service, all that same shit.
Okay.
Because the thing is, Matty, right? If you don't try, you're guaranteed to not fucking change, not succeed. Whereas if you do try, you're at least have a chance, right? So, like, what do we want? We want guaranteed failure or at least their attempt. Do we want to put a shot on the fucking target or just sit there with a dart in our hands and never throw it? Like, which of those two business owners succeeds?
Yeah, we'll probably do the one that takes action, right? It's just that, yeah, I'm just kind of a bit skeptical about the system and just whether it would be a worthwhile investment, you know.
Okay, so let's look at that. You said you're skeptical about the system, and then you drove me directly down to the investment, whether it's going to be worth it. Your average job is $20,000, Matty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. Your average job's 20K, and you're worried about 1,500, Matty. Oh, no. 1,500, and you're worried. One job, my friend. One job. One. You need one out of the 15 appointments we give you. Offer to the sunset. Matty's found his best partner. And let me be honest with you. Do you mind if I just say this, Matty? Like, I don't sound like a dickhead here, but 1,500 is not going to fucking help me with a thing, brother. Not a thing. Do you know how expensive my fucking team is? Dude, I wish it was easy like the good old days 10 years ago, but man, we've done this so long. I have a monster team. Great fucking individuals. But I pay them well, dude. 1,500 ain't going to even scratch the surface. So I need you getting results and retaining more than you probably fucking need it. So don't you worry. It's within both of our best interests this goes well. So, yeah, dude, what do we do now? Do we leave it here? Do we never try again? Do we just do fuck all, Matty, or do we try something? I mean, you tell me. I really don't mind.
Yeah, I think it's better to try something, I guess.
Okay, cool. I mean, that was a bit of a waffly objection.
Yeah.
I was kind of rambling a bit. But you see where we're going with that. It's kind of just like a logical.
I also was a bit uncooperative as well. So yeah.
Sure. Raheem's got a question. Let's see.
Yo, my brother was good.
Yo, what's happening, bro?
Not too much. So yeah, I'm trying to do that cold calling team thing, right? What's the like normal campaign setup? So I've got basically like I think it was the targeting was for okay, so for the paid ads, like for the B2B, the targeting was US. So what should I do for basically the cold calling ad thing?
Philippines.
Philippines is the best for cold calling, yeah.
I put $10 and got 35 bookings like yesterday.
Flipping out, that's crazy. One, are they high quality?
Yeah, I
It's
sent
their
them an
mix,
email
bro.
confirmation. Like 50% replied, yes, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to hire. Like, how many would you recommend I sort of hire, Jack?
10. Each doing $100 a day.
10?
Dollars,
Yeah,
you say?
Oh.
10 people, each doing $100 a day.
Dials. I thought you said dollars for a second. Okay, cool.
No.
Yeah, okay, cool. So
Um,
what should I get basically? Should I get like mainly female dialers?
no, just anything. Male, female, doesn't really matter.
Okay, cool. Wait one second.
Okay, Raheem, you're in the. You're gonna have to think fast here. You're in the middle of a fucking sales call. You've just started the call. You're talking to your prospect. You're asking them questions, and you're trying to figure out their pain points. You're in the discovery phase, and then they interrupt you. And guess what they say, Raheem? They go like this. All right, cool. But can you just tell me the cost? What does this cost, Raheem?
And it's sales call, did you say?
Sales call, yeah. What does this cost?
Cool. Well, man, yeah. So yeah, 100%. Definitely, I can tell you the cost. But first, I'd sort of need to understand, whether I can even help you. I'd obviously have to, ask you a couple questions, see if your business is sort of fit for working with us, and yeah, whether we can even actually get you these results. So yeah, does that kind of make sense?
Okay, I see where you're going with that. The problem is every salesperson is taught at that angle. What we want to do is say no. No, we're going to do this properly. I'm going to speak to you properly and give you the advice that you need to actually make money and make this work. Yeah, we got two, but Raheem, good solid attempt as well. We got a couple of people that want to try. We got a few people that want to try. Let's start with Sam. We'll go with you first, Sam.
Okay.
I'll give you the objection at the rip. Yeah, just tell me what this costs if you can.
Well, no, actually, I would love to give you the cost, but you run a window replacement company.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay, let us say I want to do a window replacement. Tell me the cost.
Oh, that's good. See, perfect. Squashed. Yeah. Well done. Let's go with Nick. Let's do the same.
I was gonna do it the same way, actually. I took care of it on like a setting call. I think it's one of the best ways to do it because they instantly like back off. You just ask them a question back. I basically just asked him. I think he was a bit aggressive. Like we were about to get on the Google Meets, and he was like, "I've done this like a million times over. I just want to know the price." And I was like, what trade did you guys do? Like, I didn't even say like, yeah, sure. I didn't say anything. I said, what trade did you guys do?
Perfect.
And he was like, roofs. And I was like, okay, let's say I came to you as a client and I said, I don't give a fuck about your service. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. Like I said that. I literally said that straight up. I was like, I just want to know what the roof is. He went dead silent.
Brother, do you know like what you're doing there is perfect because it works on another level. Like if we go back to what we were talking about psychological triggers before, what you're doing by asking a totally different question back to a question is you're maintaining a high status frame. You have no reason to answer his questions. It goes back to what we taught at the start here. You don't need to answer some of the fucking questions. Just answer the ones you want to answer. You're the one asking the fucking questions. You ever heard that phrase, I'm asking the questions? It's the same thing you're doing there, and it psychologically puts them into, all right, maybe I should listen to this guy. So yeah it's fucking perfect, bro. Okay, cool. Let's move on. We've got some more stuff to do too. What do we got? Yeah, the partner objection. You guys really struggle with this one. Oh god, the sales calls I was listening to. Holy shit, that was actually fucking rough. What are you guys already saying? Ask him where he got the price from. Yeah, they can be like blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Who wants to try the partner objection? Because that's hard. I'm gonna struggle with that one. You're done? Cool. It's gonna be business partner, and then we're gonna try wife on someone else because wife's even harder. Actually, no, I think the business part is even harder. But anyway, Luca, everything sounds here fucking fantastic, mate. It sounds great. Like, I'm pretty happy with all the stuff you showed me today. But I do just want to speak to my business partner.
Oh, before I answer, like apart from the sales, like at the beginning, did I already say like, hey, are we decision makers? Is this the only decision maker on the call or what?
In this example, no. Let's say you forgot to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I mean, okay, that's fine. I mean, I would need to do that too, but like,
No. Restart. We don't ever agree with the objection.
Right.
Why would you need to do that? It's ridiculous. Like, I don't have to ask my business partner to buy a fucking stapler. All right, cool. Let's begin. Yeah, everything sounds great here, Luca, but I just want to speak to my business partner and obviously get approval from him, and then move things forward from there.
Okay. And apart from talking to him, like with the system, let's just say it was completely in your hands. You had the full decision making power. Would you go forward with this?
Yes, I would. Yeah.
Okay. And I assume you and your business partner, you both have the same level of actual decision making in the actual business, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And is there any reason, obviously, that you could actually think of that your business partner would be against moving forward with this? Anything you think of?
I don't think so.
Okay. And I mean, if you really don't think so, I mean, obviously, give me a sec. Yeah, I mean, listen, my mind just went blank. Holy shit.
Nah, you're good, G. We'll come back to you, all right?
Yeah.
Lock in and we'll come back to you. Nick, let's see what you would do, brother. I'll give you the objection, then
Never
you can try whatever.
I've never tried this before.
Yeah, sure.
It just came to my mind, but
yeah, why not? Now's this is the place to fucking try and use things. So, yeah, brother, like everything does sound good today, but I do just want to speak to my business partner.
Okay, sure. And oh fuck, no, this can't.
Bro did one word. Oh no!
The second I said sure, I was like, oh yeah, you can't agree. Okay, go ahead.
Everything sounds good here, but I do just want to speak to my business partner.
Okay, here's what I'm just gonna see. Okay, no, I actually need to try this live rather than.
Sorry, this is the funniest shit ever.
Okay, one more time. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, everything sounds good here, brother, but I do just want to speak to my business partner.
Are you asking your business partner for approval, or are you just running it by him?
I'm kind of just running it by him, to be honest with you.
Let's say your business partner, came to you with, that he made investment business. I'm hearing a bit of echo.
Yeah, it's Harry. I'll mute.
Atija, can you mute yourself?
Don't worry, it was Harry. I muted him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
No, you good.
I was like, what the fuck? You said that? Yeah, so let's say your business partner came to you, right? He made a decision for the business, and he knew that it was going to, return a positive, investment for him. Would you necessarily be mad about that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so I think that gives me pretty much a lot of clarity in this situation, right? Where it's like, if you go forward with this and you bring it to him with full confidence, I feel like you guys would be on the same page. Rather, if you go to him with not the most confidence and you bring about this decision to him, right? You're kind of repitching the entire idea. He's going to be a little bit sure as well. You're going to go through all these little loops. So rather than going through all that, wouldn't you just want to go forward with the decision that you're confident with and bring it towards them? And if you're not, then we can talk about, the system itself, if there's anything you're unsure about, because I think that might be the real issue here.
Got it. Okay, cool.
I don't know.
No. I see what you did. Here's the problem.
But I don't know.
Is your brain was so preoccupied thinking about the objection handle to forget the basics of isolating and clarifying the objection.
Mhm.
So the risk there, mate, is you might have the best fucking objection handle thing ready, but you've objection handled something that wasn't even an objection. I might have said business. I've done this to people, by the way, just so you know. I'm on sales calls daily for people selling to me, and I give them business partner all the time because it's an easy off. I can get off the call. It's not real. There's usually money or some like trust or whatever else. I want to think about it. I don't want to move forward. It's usually something else other than business partner. I bring it up. It's a fake one. So you have to isolate and clarify. Apart from that, like what you were doing was bang on. Like you're going down the right route because you used the handle, you used the analogy, you used logic.
I guess in what situation does like hey, if your business partner did that, would you be mad and then bring up that psychology? When would that work? Like is that something that's valid? Like,
I mean, yeah, it's valid 100% because it makes logical sense. It's like if my business partner spent $1,500 on something that I knew could help, I don't really give a shit. Genuinely, I wouldn't mind. So if you use that on me, I would probably be like, yeah, fair enough. Like, and you can, if it's an egotistical person, you say like, oh, I thought you were the main man of the business, making all the big decisions. Make a joke, and it's like, if you have to play it based on their personality. If they're like a B-type, bitch-type personality, then it needs to be a little bit more gentle. It needs to be like, all right, okay, and so you always check with him before making every decision in the business, and he's aware of the problem you guys have had. But do you not think he'd be more appreciative if you kind of came to him and just said, listen, like, this is what we've chosen to do. This is the option I've gone down. I've put down a small deposit. It's refundable if you need to change your mind, but I'm certain these guys are the ones. What if we did that today? And you went and spoke to him and got everything clarified, just a quick commitment deposit, save your spot, and then you can come back to me now. Which option do you think he'd probably prefer? Like, it's just gentle. By the way, that wasn't exactly what I'd say. It's just I'm showing you tone. Like, that would be the example, gentle. Whereas with the other guy, you're kind of playing on his ego. Yeah. But anyway, who wanted to? I think Sam said something in the chat.
I was waiting. Yeah.
Oh, Matty. Oh, all of you motherfuckers as well. Anyway, Matty, let's do it with you. Matty, everything sounds good, bro. But I want to speak to my business partner, and yeah, that's it.
So does he also like have a say in you making this decision, or like are you the sole owner of the business? That's what I'm asking.
No, he's part owner too. Yeah.
Oh, he's partner. Okay. Well, do you feel like then there's anything else that needs to be covered for him to get like the full picture of what we do here, just before you jump off the call?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay. Well, in that case, like, how do you feel about all of this?
Dude, honestly, I'm fully on board. I think you guys are fucking great. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm really happy with the price. Really happy with everything. Like 100%. I am all ready to get started. I just gotta kind of run it by him, tell him like, just I don't really, as a business partner, I want to make sure I don't just do a transaction behind his back, you know.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm just curious, like, do you feel like if you told him what we offered, do you feel like he would be on board with this?
Yeah, I think he actually would. Yeah, 100%. I'm pretty much certain he would be.
Okay. Why would he be on board?
I don't know. We're talking. Because yeah, dude, like we've invested in this before, and it has worked in some cases, and some are not. He knows we need to invest in marketing just as much as I do. So.
Okay, so he would be on board with you kind of like investing with marketing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. then I guess, what do you feel like is holding you back? Since you said that he would be on board with you actually making this decision to kind of like take this next step for your business and actually doing for both of you.
I actually don't know how to answer that question. I straight up don't. I'm kind of like, yeah. Could you ask the question again?
Could have done that better.
Yeah, it's fine. No, re-ask the question. Maybe try and rephrase it, because that's what the prospect would say. It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah. So yeah, what I meant was, do you feel like then? I even forgot what was the where were we, bro? I'm cooked.
No problem, man. It's so funny how people's brains slow down towards the end of the night. Like, bro, they get so slow. I'm the same. I could become like a fucking zombie. I get on sales calls and I'm like, oh fuck, I do not feel locked in. But it's fine. Let's try someone else, and then we'll rotate again. Who's up next? Sam, is it? Or Luca? Who's next?
If you want to go, Luca, because you want to continue the other one, yeah.
Yeah, I think I found a way around like my mental block earlier on. Can we actually restart it?
Which one?
It was still the business partner. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Luca, liked everything you showed me today, buddy. Super on board with it all. Just want to show it to my business partner and then get back to you.
Okay, cool. What was your business partner's name again?
Chris.
Okay, cool. I mean, so it's Chris that's actually stopping us from moving forward today then, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but of course, apart from talking to Chris, right, like, speaking for yourself, do you think, as for your own personal decision, would you actually move forward with this?
Absolutely, I would. Absolutely.
Okay.
I loved it.
Okay, and so obviously, Chris, he's aware of the problems you've both been having right now, right?
Yes.
Is he aware of the call we've had right now?
Yeah, he knew I was taking this call, yeah.
Okay. And as for the actual systems, like, do you think you would actually like it, like how it works, or would there be anything that would actually scream, like, stop it, run away immediately?
No, I think he'd be on board with it all, to be honest.
Okay, so you are running it by him. It's not like an actual make or break scenario?
Yeah, just kind of running it by him, yeah.
Okay. And just so I can confirm, you both have a 50-50 split in decisions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just say, worst case scenario, you say yes. For some reason, he says no. What then would that actually stop you?
I mean, I don't know. I guess we need to do something regardless. So I don't think he'll say no, because we got to do something, right? Like, we can't just do nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So with my mentality of doing things, like, you can let someone else who's in the exact same position as you stop you from at least trying something to get you to the goal you've always been wanting to hit, if you know what I mean. So, I mean,
yeah, sure.
With that in mind, what do you think the smartest decision would be right now?
I mean, I don't want to put it all down, but I want to show you guys I'm committed. Can we do like a little bit down, 50% maybe, and then 50% once I got his approval?
I mean, listen, with I know the value of our own service, right? So we could theoretically do that, but if you're confident, if we could get you like 15 appointments right now on your calendar, are you not confident you'll close at least one? Your average job value was 10,000, right?
No, I'm confident, dude, 100%. I just don't want to throw all the money in here in case he's like not happy about it or he wants to back out, you know? Is there any way we could do like a deposit or something?
No.
What the fuck? Luca, actually, bro, in this circumstance, maybe that isn't going to work.
Yes. Okay.
What the fuck? Oh, no. No, this is like that situation where Luca was on a sales call and said to the guy, he took what I said so literally, and bro said, "Oh, does that car have brakes? Pull over and we can get you started," or some shit like that. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, that's a little hardcore, Luca, but like, you should just let me do the deposit. So I pushed twice for it, and you're like, no. Okay, no.
Okay.
But apart from that, it was a perfect objection handle until that happened. But that was good.
Yeah, I got it.
I have a new one for someone, by the way, as well. rather than us repeating the same objection, because then it's going to get easier and easier for people. I think what we need to do is throw in a little fucking U-turn here, right? So, who wants to go? Vishay's got his hand up. Do you want to have a go, Sam? Who wants to have a go?
Yeah, I'll go. Is this a new objection?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Let's do it. Vishay, dude. You know, this sounds great, brother, but I have kind of heard the same thing before, and we've just been ripped off so many fucking times. So it has us kind of gun shy, is what they'll say. Hey, that term, gun shy. Yeah, we're gun shy, Vishay.
Okay, so you're telling me that, you know, I mean, we've already went through this call. You know, you like the price, why not like tell me this? You know, why did you say you like this system? Why did you say you like the price? And then after I dropped the price, you're telling me you like this. You know, this is not something you're gonna go forward with, or this is something you've heard before.
And bro, your mic cut out halfway through, but holy shit, that's direct. That is direct. You are gonna scare people away, shut them down, make them fucking wrinkle away into a little ball. Because basically, what you said to them there is, no, you told me you were happy with everything. What the fuck? What do you mean you don't want to sign up? Like, that's way too. You're gonna put their defenses high, bro. Put them way too high. So don't worry, that's fine. Learning point. But I see where you're going with that. Logically, that would work if you used the right tonality, but that was quite jabby. But apart from that, you're fine. Let's try another person. Who the fuck haven't we heard from? I feel like. Oh, Sam. Let's do Sam. Sam. Dude, everything sounds great, but we're just so fucking gun shy, dude. Like, we just been burnt so many times before.
I just want to, before I handle the objection, I want to know, like, he said it in the middle of the call. Then does it matter? Like, because did I talk to him about it before?
Oh, this is no closing objections.
Closing objections. Like, I know what happened before.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, this is different thing. 1 sec. Oh, no. Let us try. Okay. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, dude, like, I'm just a bit gun shy. I would move forward with you today, but we just got to be super careful, man. Like, I've been burnt by so many fucking agencies.
What actually happened before? The ones that we talked about the appointments, they didn't give you high quality?
Yeah, those ones, yeah.
Okay, totally get that. And what exactly do you think? Like, you saw the systems, you told me everything's great. Like, what do you think exactly in the process that you think is not going to get you high quality persons?
What do I think is going to be high quality persons? I don't know, man, but like everyone says kind of the same thing, and then we end up getting a load of shit. Like, everything looks great, brother, but we just don't know until we try.
Of course, you just said it. Like, you have to try to know. Like, it would be impossible for me. Like, I can tell you, okay, all day telling you, okay, I'm going to get you those jobs, those high quality, but you will not know. You will not ever know until you try it, right?
Yeah, true.
Like, I cannot guarantee you anything, but first of all, we have to try. Second of all, I told you, like, at this offer, we do only pay on results approach. As I told you, don't get those high quality, nothing happens.
Yeah, I guess so.
So what do you think the next smart step to do right here?
Yeah, shit, that would work. That was pretty decent. Because you looped us around pretty fucking well. Let's do this next one for everyone. That was a perfect objection. I'd say 5 out of 5. It's fucking good. Oh god, that's a terrible drawing. Right, who wants to try this one, which is kind of tough? This is creating pain, but the guy just tells you everything's good in the. Yeah, because you attempted before, did. Okay, 2, fantastic. Let's go with Harry first. Harry, bro, honestly, like, everything's pretty good at the minute. Yeah, everything's great actually at the minute.
Okay, I mean, I completely get that everything's great, but I mean, you did just tell me before you did want to get to 1 million this year. So, I mean, what changed?
No, nothing changed, dude. But oh, by the way, context. This is in the discovery, Harry, not the closing.
Oh, the discovery. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, everything's pretty good at the minute.
Okay. I mean, why are you exactly on this call then? Like, if everything's all good.
No. What the fuck was that?
I was going to do the same. Fuck that.
No, boys, you got to
Can I
link it
try?
back to. Yeah, go ahead, Luca. Let's do it right. Luca, everything's good at the minute. Everything's really fucking good, dude.
Really fucking good. Okay. What does that mean? I mean, good could be anything.
Yeah, that's true. We're doing like, I don't know, did like 400K last month or something.
400K last month. Okay. And just to clarify, so that's good. What would be great? There's always something better than good. What would be great in your standards?
I think we take this business to $1 million a month by next year. I'm going to be honest.
There we go. I mean, we got something in mind. We want to. Hey, you're not at it. How do you get there?
I don't know. We just got to kind of double down on what we're doing and then maybe find some extra lead vendors. Yeah. So you've done it. You've done it already. Another technique that you can use is by saying, "Oh, everything's great. Oh yeah. You know, it's crazy, Mr. Customer. I've got 3 guys kind of near you. They are crushing it right now. What was your revenue last month? Do you mind me asking? 450? Oh, nice. Well, yeah, they did great, dude. They're doing like 950, 800. We have a guy at 1.5. Like, so yeah, it's pretty easy to get you there too. I mean, what do you want? What type of business do you want to run? Do you want to get it to that level, or are you quite happy with the level you're at right now? Oh yeah, we'd love to scale to that level. All right, well, cool. And then now we found a gap. We've created a gap between them and my clients. That fear of missing out, it kicks in all of the human instincts that we discussed today. Those kind of like fear of missing out and all the other stuff.
And kind of like slight name dropping as well, just before you say.
Yeah, a little bit of name dropping fucking works. Let's do this, right? The approval frame as well. This one's hard. Get them to, I don't know, seek approval. Who wants to try it? Because I'm going to help you with this one. Because
I want to ask a question. Like, this is premium English. Can you translate? What is that?
Oh, Bro said premium English.
Pro version of English.
That's crazy. Wait, so what do you want me to translate?
What is the contradiction like?
A contradiction is basically, I'll say my hair's green, but my hair's, and then like 10 minutes later, I'll say my hair's purple. I switch. I'm not, for example.
Yeah.
Says he wants to grow, but admits he hasn't tried anything for 6 months.
Got you. So the actions doesn't align with the things, like something like that. Got you.
Well, what kind of personality are you in this case? A or B?
You just have to find out. All right, you want to go first, Sam?
No. What the fuck?
All right, Luca, you want to try?
Yeah, I'll try.
All right, good.
Wait, is this sorry. This is the end, right? Because end. Close kind of.
No, this will be at the start, trying to get them to fall into the approval framework. Okay, cool. You're gonna ask me how the last 6 months has been.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. So I mean, yeah, as of the last 6 months, how's business been going so far?
Dude, it's honestly, it's been fucking tough. Like, it's been really, really tough. After we got ripped off by another company, like, I think we got ripped off maybe 4 or 5 months ago. We just have not found any other lead generation provider since. To be honest, like, we haven't even really tried to sign up with anyone else. Just because we've been burnt so fucking hard, and like, we just don't know who to trust, but we also need to fucking grow really badly.
6 months. Okay. And you said you want to grow, right? What was your specific goal in numbers?
2 million a year.
And you were at 500K right now?
Yeah.
We need to do something, right?
Yeah. Dude, this is so fucking good. That was perfect. Because even the way you said, like, in a calm, supple tone, like, you need to do something, dude. You even had the facial tone, the body language too, like, fucking perfect. Now I feel like I need to like up my game and prove to you. I need to be like, oh no, dude, yeah, we're trying stuff and we're doing this and we're doing that. So that was fucking perfect, actually.
I kind of remembered that one because that's one thing that stuck out to me.
Yeah, like,
that was good.
But you, in this case, like, can you give me a harder example without giving the pain point right away, you know?
Yeah, you've got to find it. Let's do this, Sam, right? You're going to have to just find it, mate. Find the contradiction. I'll make it really fucking hard. Just do a KYC on me, a discovery. Just, like, ask me some fucking questions.
Okay, for example, like what is the biggest problem that you guys are facing in the business that you think that we can help with?
Just getting more jobs, more customers, I'd say.
What is more to you?
Extra maybe like 10 a month, extra 10 jobs a month, something like that. That'll be a good start.
Okay, 10, 15. Okay, and how many jobs are you doing right now?
Probably, I think we're doing around about 10, so we want to 2x.
Okay, so we're looking to double everything. And what have you tried in the past to reach that goal?
Not much, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, we've worked with a couple of marketing companies, but never really seen too many results, so we haven't pushed too hard on that.
Actually, and what happened? Like, why no results?
I'm not sure, dude. I honestly don't know. I think the quality was just shit. Like, we were showing up to appointments, but we just couldn't close them for whatever reason.
Oh, cool. I'm fucked now. I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, because no, but this is good, right? This is good because you're 50% there. You've recognized that right there is the contradiction. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a contradiction, but it's a point where you can make me seek your approval. Because what you should have said was, wait, you guys struggle closing appointments?
Oh my God.
What do you guys struggle with exactly? What, just like price objections and normal stuff like that? You know what I mean? Like making them seek your approval. Now you've set a standard and they're like, oh fuck, I've got to show them we're good.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a very high level sales technique, dude. That's not basic shit. If you learn how to do that, wow, fuck, that's a good technique to look and learn.
That is great.
Good shit, boys. I mean, yeah, is there anything else we want to kind of practice or go over? Because we just went through Jesus amount of information. Like that was so good. Holy shit.
That is 8 course.
I don't think I've ever. Yeah, I've never gotten so much value from one call in this amount of time. It's
Bro, it's actually crazy. Let me fucking put a full screenshot of this entire thing into the fucking chat so you boys look at the size of this shit. It is a monster Miro board. Like, what the fuck?
How long did it take you?
Honestly, it took me. You want the truth? It took me an hour.
Because you have the data, but Claude does everything. Yeah.
I have all the data in the world. Do you know what I do? I talk to Claude, so I put it on voice and I just speak to it and tell it all my knowledge, all the shit that I want it to talk through, and then I say to it, look at all the past call recordings and optimize it specifically for the mentee's learning. So I literally everything that I did in today's structure was designed so that at points where your attention would dip, it got interesting. And the points where your brain gets tired, it gets challenging. So I literally have designed the full lesson in a specific way to get the best possible results for you guys. And it has worked because a couple of you have remembered like little bits of gems and it should start to integrate over time. So everything that I'm doing in the lessons, Claude lesson, basically. It's a Claude lesson, bro. I'm listening to you, Fox. All the calls you're on, all the phones. Even the fucking WhatsApp chats I upload in there. But anyway, yes, Seb.
I was gonna say like you should maybe do a lesson on how to use Claude because Claude looks sick. Like,
yeah, I think
like little tips and tricks and like
swear down. It's actually so good, dude. It's fucking crazy. It's so crazy. It took it ages to analyze all of our call recordings. It took like a whole day because I just put in hours and hours worth of call recordings. But it's fucking good though. Yeah.
And I like does Claude like analyze the tonality and like.
Well, not as well. Not as good as like any other sales AI. It doesn't tonality analyze too well, but it can see what type of words you're using and predict it. I always use Claude over GPT. I don't use GPT anymore because it's like infiltrated by the government and it's just shit.
It's fucked.
It's terrible.
Can I ask a separate question? It's not really too salesy. It's about pitch deck. Because I made a variation of one. I'm not sure because in the first one you can. I feel like they couldn't really understand how exactly the system works because they're contractors and they're dumb. So I've got two. So this is the one I made myself with Claude, but it feels a little bit like they're seeing. Good. Yeah, but it feels like they're seeing once not sure what to look at. They're either look at the phone or the info on the right. That was just kind of my thing. So
I think it's super fucking engaging. I like it.
Okay. Interest confirmation, just landing page, qualification, booking, follow-ups, notifications.
Yeah, that's good.
And then I got this other one, which is like sometimes with this I have to skip over this part because they're already getting like